The last time we left off, you were all hanging on the edge of the system.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, say, the morning cycle after all of the stuff you guys did went down. So you've had, like, a long rest.
Okay.
And,
Delightful.
as far as I'm aware, there's nothing super pressing that needs your guys' attention I need to tell you about. It's just another day on the Apollyon.
How much? How much of my paperwork?
Oh, you've gotten all the way down to the last 2 sheets. You're on, like, the last 2. And that's actually where you are right now, doing the last 2 pieces of paperwork.
Yes.
Yes. And when you do, like, take the last one off, there's one under what's supposed to be the last one. But the paper is printed in gold. It's an invitation.
Well, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish that last piece of paperwork first,
Okay.
and then look at
Throws
that.
it over shoulder.
It's an invitation to your own head.
Oh.
Yes. It's literally signed with your own handwriting at the bottom. Like, that's my signature. I know, because it's just a bunch of scribbles.
They're my script.
So yeah,
Really?
you want to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Preferably at the prison.
Well, only one way still knows how to get to the prison.
Oh, no.
I'd say I don't even have to roll to pass out for this one.
No. Oh, you might just headbutt something in your sleep. I don't know yet. Anyway, so you do your thing, think of home, the jungle, and you can kind of feel yourself being drawn, and you just let yourself go. Next thing you know, when you open your eyes, you're sitting in an office. Behind a desk. And there's a bunch of finished paperwork in the finished bin, and none in the unfinished bin.
Seems about right.
The office itself is only furnished by a single item.
Mm-hmm.
It's a, well, you know your broken sword, right?
Yeah.
It's the handle, and then an energy projection of what you assume it would look like.
Right.
Similar to the same stuff that snow was made out of.
Right. Snow.
And yeah, you think you're in the prison, in concrete walls, single light bulb.
Well, time to get up and try to see who invited me. Which me invited me, I guess. So I'm gonna turn my ass around and find which way to walk today.
Mace? Gonna go for a walk?
Gonna try to find the me that invited me here.
Kind of.
What?
I think it might be me, though. Disconnect for a moment. I think my connection's lagging.
What?
Okay. Hello?
What?
Okay, we're good. Never mind. So, what are you doing? You're in the office.
Gonna try to find the me that invited me.
Okay, well, it's not that hard. You, get up, walk out the front door, and, there's a handy little chart in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Right. And it denotes the lines on the ground that guide you where to go. Your line is red. It's B. You are going to cell block C. Blue.
Yes.
So follow the blue line. Yeah, make it through your section of the prison. Which, by the way, as you leave your office, the cell immediately beside your office is occupied.
Oh.
Yes, there's a plague marine sitting there, and he looks fucking furious. His helmet's
Oh.
actually completely gone, so you can see his pus-filled face.
Oh, that's an unpleasant sight.
He gurgles at you angrily.
Yeah. Move faster. I don't want to see that.
Right. So the rest of your section of the prison is empty.
Yeah.
Go down a level because hers is right below yours, and yeah, Old You's captured a few demons. But that aside, because that's an insanity roll right there, corruption. But you make it to her office just fine.
Yeah.
You open the door, and she's sitting there with her head on the desk, like she's sleeping. And again, her room is pretty much the same as yours: concrete walls, a single desk, a comfortable-looking office chair, except she has the safe, a wide safe in the back corner.
Right. You wanted to see me?
Ha! Oh. Huh? That took considerably longer than I thought.
A lot of paperwork that apparently Malice and his boys won't do.
It doesn't get any better. But you've got your first prisoner.
Yeah.
Which means you get to finally figure out what this prison does.
Oh.
The purpose it serves. Come on. You need to see something.
Okay.
So, you step out with Syl of her office, and you go to the inner courtyard of the prison itself, which is flat. There's no fencing or anything like that. It's just flat, and the only thing there is 2 raised pedestals. About, I don't know, knee height. They're spaced out beside each other in parallel. And, yeah. Syl says, "Wait here for a moment," and disappears back into the prison.
Okay.
Syl and Syl and Syl.
When she comes back out, she's got a demon. It's unconscious and writhing in agony.
Oh.
Yes. To be specific, it's one of those disc things that the Zinchians ride.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. She's also got her hammer. And sheathed at her hip, your sword from your office with the energy projection. Yes. She actually has the sword out. The hammer's over her back.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, she drags the demon over to the little stand over there. Props it up, like on an angle.
Mhm.
Hands you the handle of the sword and says, "Kill it."
Just like I would anything else.
Yeah, kill it, but with the sword.
Okay. Try to plunge the sword into its chest.
Right. Well, you don't have to roll because it's unconscious and there's a whole bunch of other things going on. But Suffice it to say, killing it isn't that hard.
Yeah.
And when you do, you see the souls start to like exit the body, like the demon soul.
Mm-hmm.
And annihilation goes in your head. Oh, I see what's going on now. As the like the light energy from that's projecting from your sword eats the warp stuff of the demon soul and begins regenerating.
Oh. Okay.
Little secret for you. All of our weapons are made of the stuff. As long as you've got demons to execute, your weapon will never fail, never break.
Right.
So-
So I just have to sit here and, summarily execute prisoners whenever I need a, recharge. Is that what-
You should reserve for an emergency. Oh, you need to get your weapon back up to 100%. So
Right. So if I manage to break it somehow,
that was your only freebie.
right. From here on, I capture. Capture.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Apollyon now. Sure
Nods.
it's not on fire.
Okay. Just to let you know, a quarter of the missing blade regenerated.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's not hard to head back to the Apollyon. It's just sit back down in your desk, close your eyes, and when you wake up, you're face down in your desk on the Apollyon.
Yeah.
And you've been drooling a bit. It's kind of gross.
Make sure nobody saw that and wipe it up.
Anyway, now that's done. Sterling, what about are you doing right now? Oh, just by the way, Jason just got home apparently. So,
So he'll finally be joining us in a bit.
yeah.
Let's.
So, where
know
are you?
what?
What are you doing?
Mike,
me, if you don't know.
odds or evens?
Evens.
All right. Doing it on a D10 for this one. Odds. Okay.
I don't have. Is Sterling talking?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
So Laura's trying to counsel the tanks.
Okay.
Okay.
You heard that, right, Mason?
I heard laughter.
Okay. Sterling is, talking with the tanks.
Ah.
They need an intervention.
Well, they stopped fighting.
Good.
However, you can still hear them whispering sometimes when you leave to sit in your little prefabricated shack you call a home back there.
My den. Get it right. I'm poking.
Anyway, they've kind of worked out a lot of their problems, but there's a few that still kind of remain. The big one is what kind of relationship they have. Because as far as they're aware,
It's weird.
yeah, they're basically copies of somebody. And they're not really sure who or what that is. Or if their names are really even their names at this point. So, good luck with that hot mess.
Do you want me to roll for it?
If you want to try to fellowship roll a tank, you can go ahead. Although it's going to be a little tricky. I'd say I don't know, hard. Like,
Remember, I've
negative
done this
20.
before.
Yeah, but you're still trying to counsel a tank. You have no cues to go off of.
Oh god, you're right.
You have no body language. You're like, how does that make you feel? Tank's barrel moves a quarter of an inch. Oh, it's aiming at me now.
You're not loaded when you're on the ship, so piss off.
Click.
So it's just like, oh yeah, I've been preemptively loading the tanks.
Wall gets blown out.
And this
So
is
yeah,
why
at
Laura
hard,
always checks
negative
everything.
20.
Okay.
Fellowship. If you want to try to counsel the tanks, honest to God.
Alright, let's go with Charm plus 20, so that's... Oh, this is gonna hurt. I
So with
fail
your-
that by 1.
No luck. And they're not talking to you anymore. Not like permanently, but you feel like you kind of soured the mood a little bit. Like you were just on the verge of a breakthrough, and then you kind of let something slip, and it was like, oh, I see how it is.
I mean, neither of you have genitals, so you can't have a relation.
Really? Really, Mason? You're going with
I
that
feel like
OS
that's what
out of
Laura-
character joke?
I feel like that's what Laura said to fuck it up.
But why would she?
Because most of her relationships are based off of sex? Maybe?
While that may
But-
be true,
I don't think Laura's like a mom figure. She doesn't know how to handle children.
But you came close. Anyway, do you have any other plans or anything you'd like to do?
I guess since this line of work stuff is messed up, time to go and observe and you know what? Buff priests. Yeah, buff priests.
You're just gonna spy on the buff priest working out?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's not spying, it's data collection.
Exactly.
Well, apparently Melchizedek's moved in here because he's a bench press in the very back, and he's there.
Huh.
Yeah. The rest of the place is completely deserted.
Well then.
Just him, one really beefy tech marine, bench pressing what looks like to be a metric fuck ton.
Because of course, since there's nothing to observe, I'm gonna move on and try and find something to do while the tanks cool down.
Okay.
Guess I'll die of fate that. Okay.
So you run into a strange fellow on the crew. You've known him for a little while, but never really got his name. Seen him a few times.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, you're 50-50. You haven't, pounced on him yet.
Fair point. It's not like I forget those, so probably not.
He's passing by you into the bay.
That is strange. Because usually the regular crew doesn't often come down to the bay. The vehicle bay.
It's pretty obvious what he's doing when he immediately turns to the left toward the little door in the wall and starts taking his shirt off. And as he does that, his back's turned towards you. You can see he actually has implants in his back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quest. Can I roll a can I roll a scrutiny on that?
Yes, although I can tell you at first glance, they're definitely like pattern implants. Like something that would have come from Mars that was designed for a person that isn't from the Mechanicus.
Ah, one of those. Okay, so okay, so let's see what I get. I passed that with flying colors.
Okay. It's an artificial spine.
Delightful.
Well, actually, to be more specifically, it's an artificial spine and rear rib cage.
Which implies that his main rib cage is also that.
Yeah. The only reason why you know is because you can see the little bits sticking out that are supposed to like mesh up with certain systems.
Uh-huh.
You know, like the socket implants.
Yes. The data ports.
So yeah, he's in the room now. So, however, that does kind of give you an idea.
Oh.
Well, thinking about it, right? You said you wanted to get some lumen capacitors, stuff like that.
Yes, indeed. Among other things.
You know, I thought that's maybe what you wanted to do, but
Now, out of character, I kind of set it aside because you had said something about needing to find a Forge World for that.
well, for some of this more specific stuff.
Oh,
but,
yeah, that's right. You did say it was for, like the more specialized Mechanicus stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I overthought it.
Low-key, out of character, those two are the best non-creepy surgeons on their ship. So,
okay. Because the other two are Dark Eldar and a psychopathic heretic.
Gord. Yeah, Gord. Don't. You don't know what's worse.
Talk about my gourd like that.
You know,
So, if you want a minute to think about it and figure it out, I can go see what Conrad's up to.
yeah, go ahead and go on to Conrad. I am going to think this over.
Okay, Conrad.
Now that we've had time, it's been sitting in the cargo bay for 70 fucking years. I think she's actually going to see Gord about getting that MUI interface installed. The
Okay.
Mind Impulse unit.
Yeah. As soon as you
Yay.
mention it, like, it's just immediate. I can do it now. I'm gonna go get some help.
Whose help is my question.
The only person's help I'm going to need for this.
Oh, right, of course. Go get him.
He disappears for about 15 minutes, leaving you there with a Lurvian who does his best to manifest sitting on one of the counters.
Mm-hmm.
Cross-legged, like actually sitting on top of it. He picks up a vial out of one of the beaker stands he has there, or like vial stands that hold like 6. Picks one up and swirls it around and goes, you know, this is really neat.
I mean, we still have...
No, look! He
What is
slaps the beaker stand and it falls over.
Why?
Have you not figured it out yet? He walks
Oh,
right
they get
up
physical?
and he punches you in
They
the
get
face.
physical? Yes, I
As you
noticed.
say you're corporeal.
Go punch him back. Or at least slap
Doesn't
him.
hurt you, but
You're gonna slap him just so he can
like,
feel it.
asshole he is. I think I figured out Navernia's trick.
Uh-huh.
I think she's lying to us.
Oh, who would have guessed that
Dead.
one alert? You're not dead? What did he say?
That mean I'm free? Alervian thinks Navernia, his psycho ex-girlfriend, is actually dead.
Oh, which is why she can't affect the physical world, except... Huh. Then what does that make whatever's in Malice?
Right now.
I think I'm cutting in and out.
No, I think it's might be me, but Navernia would still be, like, possessing Malice.
Okay, so Navernia died.
And he has her soul stone.
Right.
She was lying when she put on the whole I'm flesh and blood act.
Right. So it's literally just the same thing that Alervian's doing.
That's what he thinks anyway.
I'm inclined to believe Alervian in this case because Conrad believes that Navernia is full of shit all the time.
So I guess you're going to say something like don't wander out of my sight anymore?
I trust you enough to not kill anyone important or to get caught.
To
I
be
understand
fair, I don't think I can go very far.
Want to find out?
He immediately runs out of the room. And you get a message from Apollyon that there's currently a Dark Eldar sprinting full peel down the third deck.
I inform her that's Alervian. We're testing something.
So your datapad has a view feed thrown up on it by Apollyon.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alervian sprinting past Comet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, literally he sprints by faster than Comet can even go to grab the practice baton he has. As he's just stepping out.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah. It's just boom, and then he swings at dead air.
Do we still have a mental connection?
Yep, you do.
Going to ask Alervian if he feels any funnier.
Whoop! Thud.
Hit the wall.
Back of the ship. I think? Maybe?
I ask Apollyon
And-
exactly where Alervian is.
It's not quite a dead end, but that's like all of the maintenance, the rat wave maintenance tunnels and stuff that lead to, the actual engines and the like.
How far away from me is he?
About of the ship's like full length.
How much of the ship's full length?
I think it's a little under a mile long or something like that.
So he's about a mile away
A
from
little under. So he'd be hundreds of feet away from you.
Okay, so effectively... So he can go quite a ways away.
Sufficiently enough that he could operate on another part of the ship without dematerializing, yes.
Oh, nice. I inform him, congratulations, you don't have to stay locked in my headspace all day long anymore.
As you say that, a black streak slingshots back through the wall and passes through your head.
Ah,
And you hear, but I like it in here. I'm comfortable. Plus, I mean, you still have my soul strapped to your arm, so...
fair point. But you don't have to, it's
Is it-
important.
I think, I don't know, I'll talk to Ozra about it. Oh, speaking of, he disappears as Ozra walks in. With Gordo.
Hello.
Look very excited.
They both look very excited.
In and out?
You're like phasing in and out of the universe.
Is that a little better?
Yes.
Okay. So, Now, just getting back on my train of thought here. Ozra and Gord are back.
Yes, they just saying came in and something about them being excited, I believe.
Yes, they're excitedly lugging with them the crate of all the gear they need.
Hoorah.
Their current conversation is, it's going to be fascinating to work work with anesthetic this time.
What
To
a
which-
blessing.
Gord goes, what?
Don't worry about it, Gord. It was fun.
Just tell me when you want to hack off the other arm.
Well, that'll make me more like the crazy bitch of me in the future, which I don't exactly want to happen.
I
Did I
mean,
mention the time travel to you yet? I look at
I-
Astra.
I figured it out.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, apparently there's the me who, like, makes it to the future crazy as fuck.
Are you ready?
Absolutely not, but we're doing it anyway.
Lie down.
I do so. By the way, is this, just to ask aesthetically, this is, like, put in the base of the neck? Like, the back area?
Yes.
Okay.
So you'd sit
Matrix.
down and it'd be something your neck actually would slot into.
So Matrix, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know visually. Before, Conrad becomes a Shadowrun character with ports in her temple.
So, Gord walks up holding a syringe and he says, two syringes, and he says, this is the important part.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to have to put you under for this.
I trust you both empirically, and you know that if you somehow manage to kill me, Syl will kill you all.
Oh, no, I have a proposition for you.
Oh, wondrous. I love it. I look at him fucking expectingly.
Gord kind of looks up and goes, could you make sure we don't do anything funny?
Oh, Polyon, yeah.
And you literally hear the shift kind of lurch a bit. Okay.
Surprise gun turrets don't just pop out the ceiling.
You guys don't have gun turrets in the science wing.
Damn.
We
Science
should.
wing.
Well,
That's
you
where
know
the
what?
pop-up flamethrowers are. Cough, cough. But anyway, so Apollyon, as your witness, you're going to get put under for the surgery.
Alrighty, here we go.
Now, that's going to take a little while getting, surgeried and stuff. So, Sterling, have you figured out anything you want to do yet?
I think by this point, Laura's put two and two together and is probably going to go ahead and try to approach him.
Just like standing there on the other side of the door with it closed for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
trying to go into the room with two very buff guys who are probably working out right now.
Yes. And keep a straight face while doing it.
When you come into the room, they're actually not working out right now.
Oh.
Looks like they're winding down or cooling off or something, because they're both drinking water and have towels, and they're sitting on some benches in the opposite corner, right by where you are, the door. So when you walk in, they basically hear you open the door and look.
Oh. Hi, Melchizedek. And hi. I don't know your name.
It's kind of weird, but you can just call me Galatine, okay?
Galatine?
Yes. I mean, I have one of those stupid long names from a noble world. You really don't want to know the whole one.
Oh dear. I'll just go with Galatine. Yeah, Galatine.
My friends call me Shadow, by the way. At least my friends I have left on the crew.
Shadow or Galatine. Got it.
So, is there anything you want? It's Melchizedek now, who's actually kind of staring at you.
Twitch ears. And look at Galatine. So, I noticed you have some very extensive implants.
Yeah. A relic from a forgotten era.
Wonderful, that.
But the one who did it to me, my brother, he's still, what's the word for it? You fancy mechanicus people. Biologist? Is that what it's called? Looks at
He's a
Mr.
biologist?
Melchizedek. Yeah, he's the one who saved my life after all.
That would make sense.
Why are you asking?
I've been looking to upgrade my implant suite recently.
Well, Melchizedek actually stops Mr. Shadow from talking with his, huge ass hand.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
Looks
dead at you.
sympathetic.
Really?
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 What? You think I abandoned my path, too? Like the rest of them?
Maybe. Maybe just a little teensy tiny bit.
People don't have that high expectations of me. Suppose that's what I get for being a rune adept.
But if you're serious about it, he lets his humongous, well, I guess it would just be his pinky, off of Mr. Galatinus's mouth. Goes, when we get to some place that can do the actual surgery, I'll make sure to put a good word in for you as he goes to leave.
Okay, then. Oh, better than I expected.
Also, Redden's here now. So, Mr. Galatinus does say, he has, again, connections with his brother, and he can probably find you, the stuff you're looking for if you write him up a shopping list.
Laura's going to Laura's going to think about it for a minute and then sprint across the bay over to the actual vehicle side and head in and start scratching out a list.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go see what Jason's up to.
I don't know.
List. You just show up? Well, you're on the Apollyon about a day after we left off.
Okay, that was that was going to be my first question. What's actually happening?
Laura's getting implants. Syl killed a demon, kind of, and Conrad's getting surgery for implants.
Because of course.
Yeah.
I assume you'd just be hanging out in your stateroom?
Unless someone actually needs me, which is doubtful.
Could you repeat that, please?
Unless someone actually needs me for something, which is doubtful.
Not overly. I mean, the only people that really quote unquote need you right now are people who want you to do manual labor.
Well, fuck 'em.
Yeah. Redden has air quotes friends on the ship.
Yeah.
By the way, Lumen's been lodging in your room.
I figured.
He is passed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Probably put bunk beds in here or some shit.
Magnus goes, "That's a good idea," very faintly in the back of your head. And you get an image of a massive like bottom bunk for a Primarch and a little tiny twin bed up top.
Magnus, do you want bunk beds in the room too?
The connection's already fading due to the distance, but
Okay.
it's just kind of like stray thoughts of his kind of cross your mind occasionally.
Cool.
Sometimes it'll be images, other times it'll be like him talking to himself. It's kind of disorienting.
Hmm.
So, do you have any plans for anything you'd like to do to accomplish on your day off on the ship?
I guess go to that room and check where Mercury is to see if he's on his way. Quote unquote.
If
It's
you
been a
go if you go to the observatory slash conference room slash, super secret Otochronos room, um, contacting Mercury isn't hard, but he's currently incapacitated right now. You're not sure if he's asleep or what, but all you see is like black. Like the Rosarius is like on the ground with something over top it.
Oh. Mercury? No answer.
No answer. Actually, listening closely, you can't hear much of anything at all.
That's concerning. Oh. Mercury, are you alive?
So after about 5 minutes of him not responding, a little vitals thing actually shows up beside like the view of from the Rosarius.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And it is reading that the biometrics on the actual sensor in the Rosarius can't detect them because they're not there. Like none of his biometric data is. Wherever he is, it's not near his actual Rosarius.
Oh. Of course.
Wouldn't be Mercury if it was easy.
However, you do start receiving a call yourself.
Okay, hello?
The female you.
Oh. What? What is your name? Because I'm pretty sure it's not the same as mine.
Hangs up.
Oh. Wow.
Redden's social ineptitude, everyone.
Is that just Ren's or just mine? I'm gonna dial back.
I apologize, but could you repeat that?
I'm sorry.
Oh. Anyone else you'd like to contact whilst you're here?
Oh, I was gonna redial. Ooh, I was gonna redial her.
Oh, okay, that's not too hard.
Yeah.
So you pick up the view from her Rosarius, which is now currently residing on her again. She had it facing away, so you could see her.
Uh-huh. Is firstly, I'm sorry. And how can I help you?
Could you just, I don't know, grow a backbone?
No.
Oh, then we're done here. Attempts to hang up again.
Wonderful.
By the way, when you like hear the attempt to hang up, you hear like fumbling from the other side and a little shit. And then it goes dead.
Oh.
And you hear somewhere in the universe, another Redden laughing intensely.
Uh-huh.
Like the older you. But it's not like through the communication thing. It's like that feeling. You know that
Yeah.
smug bastard is laughing about something.
That smug bastard.
It's probably a joke related to you.
Well, if it's a joke related to me, it's by default related to him.
That's why he's laughing so hard.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know, you can contact anybody in the Order Chronos here via their Rosarius. Not just the people that you kind of know.
Oh. So we have a whole list of the Ordo Chronos now.
Well, it's divided into sections that are easier to access. Mainly the 4 timelines and then the specific groups in them. Oh, there's a whole bunch of encrypted black data. Probably, you know, the super secret Order Chronos guys.
Is this where Redden learns decryption?
No.
Is this Redden self-teaches himself decryption?
No. But you can use it to get in contact with any other Ordo Chronos Inquisitor. You could crank call somebody.
Hello, Fifth Intergalactic. How's the pizza? How may I take your order?
Actually, roll me a die of fate while you're scrolling through all of that.
Oh, fuck. $19.
Okay. So you're just scrolling through Inquisitor names, right? And you get to where you are in the Order Chronos.
Oh.
And you see you have an addendum attached to yours.
Oh, fuck.
It's Lumen.
Oh, neat. What,
And it's
what?
orders not to give him a Rosarius ever.
So it's like Redden, and then like a little underscore Lumen.
Yeah. And that has a little like attachment to it you can actually select that gives the message of never give him a Rosarius ever. The person who posted that is Max, by the way.
That takes care of that takes care of that apparently.
Yeah. So, if you have nothing you really want to do, I think Conrad would be just finishing surgery. Unless Conrad is super busy, in which case I will continue with you.
I'm here.
Yeah, no, Conrad would start trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
I head up to the front. Is Barnabas still around?
Nah, he and everybody on his team left to his ship shortly before you all departed to sleep.
Well, as in, is his ship still around?
Oh yeah, it's still orbiting.
Try to open comms with him.
Okay, you get one of his communications officers first, then you're patched into the actual bridge.
Okay. Am I talking to Barnabas directly, or like his captain or something?
Yeah, but Sterling did bring up a fairly good point I would like to address,
Okay.
which is you are still a little groggy from the whole anesthetic thing.
Okay.
So, like, people can understand what you say and stuff, but it might take you a little longer to actually process the thoughts. You're a little, like, out of it right now.
Would Gord not have detox?
You'd have to ask him specifically.
I'll do that before I leave, because I know I can't talk to Barnabas when I'm in this state.
Now he has to roll to see if he has it in the stock. Wow.
What do you want?
Well, they've got, like, 5 left, so use them sparingly.
Okay.
You get flushed, and you go onto the bridge. Or continue onto that way, right?
Yep.
And, again, you get a communications officer first, who would then patch you into the actual bridge.
Is Barnabas on said bridge, or does he have a captain?
He has a captain, and he is currently sitting in front of the actual other communications console that you got patched to.
I ask, of course, the dear captain to patch me to the Inquisitor, if he'd be so kind.
No, like, you've got him.
As in Barnabas.
Yes, he's sitting at the communications terminal that you got put through to on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Barney if he has... Well, I know he's been doing this longer than we have, so I assume he has some kind of network out there. And the segmentum. And if he has any idea where we should go deal with business. Because Pius happened not give us any real objective.
Well, if you just want to deal with business, like procuring goods and the like, there's a system not too far from here that's, I wouldn't quite say a capital of trade for this subsector, but it's sufficient enough for our means. I mean, hell, there's a Forge World there, an Agri World, Hive, pretty standard. You find most normal goods on there. If you're looking for like something more exotic, we're gonna have to go travel a little further.
I suppose there's nothing in the local neighborhood that seems particularly troubling.
Well,
As far as you know.
aside from an Imperial fleet blitzing through on its way to absolute war, not really.
What segmentum are we in, Mike?
The far east, I believe, where the Tau space is, up in the
Eastern
northern
Fringe.
part of that.
Well, we're out Tyranid area.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're in the Eastern Fringe. Oh god.
Hey, at least it's not the Ghoul Stars, because no one knows what the fuck's in the Ghoul Stars.
Let's not and say we did.
So, yeah. I think the best course of action would be to just head towards that semi-capital system.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's like a subsector command or something.
It's gonna be like about a 5-day jump over there.
Oh yeah, it's nothing. What could go wrong?
A lot.
Of course.
Anyway, Barnabas goes, I'll start chartering up my crew and getting ready. You should probably do the same.
Yep.
Unless there's anything else you want to do before we go.
No, not really. We have everything set up for Chasm and what his demands are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of which, how's Friend doing?
Well, I was just still trolling through him, but thinks he's about a quarter of the way through.
Okay.
Give him a few more days and he'll have him cracked, and he won't murder all of you.
So, with that out the way, I am going to, well, basically inform the Dia that's probably where we're going, so we can restock and get some new and interesting things.
Okay.
And I think, I think that's about the only real important duties that Conrad has. He's just going to be running the ship as per usual after this point, making sure that everything's getting ready for the jump and so on.
Okay. Well,
maybe go check on Phil or something like that, but that's about it.
Due to new regulations on the ship, it's actually being announced to everybody that you're going to be going to warp in an indeterminate amount of time. You will be going to warp.
Brr.
Yeah. By the way, its name is subsector, or the actual system's name is Constance. Almost like constant, but with an E on the end.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Kind of like a weird saying of Constantinople, but without the stopple part. Anyway.
Constanti.
I thought it was in Istanbul.
Shh.
They might be giants even.
Anyway, it'll be a 5-day jump, and all of you are now alerted that whenever we get around to it, we're moving. So you are all aware of this warp fuckery now.
Wonderful.
Oh, joy of joys.
Besides that, she's going to make the rounds, talk to all the officers, make sure everything's nice and good. That does include checking in on the party.
Okay, well, you don't find too much out of the ordinary, just run-of-the-mill stuff. But there is a single guy passed out in the elevator.
Oh.
Like, leaning on it.
Oh.
He looks like a crew member, but he's, like, sleeping at that perfect, like, 45-degree angle.
Ah, yes. That angle.
So he's, like, propped up, sleeping.
Snap my fingers in front of his face.
Ugh.
You good?
Yeah.
Too many shifts? Not enough shifts?
Kind of actually, like, tugs his collar a little bit. He looks really, really nervous.
Sounds like a fellowship scrutiny to me. Oh, shit.
You can just tell he looks really nervous over something.
Is there a problem, sailor?
He points behind you.
I look behind me.
The Lurvian's doing creepy things.
Ah, of course you are.
Like being an indeterminate spirit blob and like making like screaming faces but no sound.
Conrad's literally going to turn around and just go, ah, of course.
Vanishes and giggles in your head like a madman.
I'm going to turn back around to the sailor.
He's pale, but not so terrified anymore.
Sorry about that. Tell you what. I'm going to ask him his name.
Is there something you need?
Going to ask him his name.
Oh. It's Derby.
Okay, I'm going to tell Derby that he can go ahead and I'm going to also ask whatever his shift is.
Well, most of the time, I'm a sensor analyst up at the bridge. I read the information coming in, make sure everybody knows what it is.
Are you heading there now?
No, I'm heading down.
Okay, good. I don't have to tell you to take off your shift to get some rest after seeing that, which I'm dreadfully sorry for, by the way.
Right. I don't know how long I've been passed out there for, so...
Go do whatever you're going to do. I'm sure that nothing terrible has happened as of yet.
Right. As you guys finish your conversation, the elevator does grind down to the second floor.
Hoorah.
Yeah.
Get something done. Something started.
Yeah.
Get things moving.
So... I am so
Hey.
sorry.
Space train.
We can just say it's one of the trams that run along the decks.
Anyway,
Look out a window, it's just Magnus fucking off.
Space train.
I'm
is
sorry.
that just the Apollyon's horn?
Because obviously spaceships need horns.
No, I mean like the one that plays inside.
Oh, of course.
When, you know, we're going to warp jump. Wah!
There you go.
Worst part, that could work.
You're right.
Also, Conrad,
Oh.
just so you know,
Yes.
now that you've got the implants, when you sit on the captain's chair, you can actually choose the language that the voice plays over the PA announcements.
Oh, nice. Oh shit, I can now command the ship at the speed of thought, can I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually have to fuck with the consoles. That's nice.
As well as you can blast binary at people if they piss you off.
Oh, poor Melchizedek.
Anyway, preparations for warp, what are you all doing?
Securing the tanks. Because... yeah, no, you're not getting to roll around freely during warp, because that can only end well.
Securing the prisoners, because they're prisoners.
Right. So you secure up your prisoners.
Manacles everywhere.
Yeah. And at this point, since you would be the closest one, Conrad would zip in.
Zoop.
And go, hey, you doing okay? Or whatever.
This is basically it. Just,
Yeah.
hello, Sil. You need anything? You good?
No, I don't need anything.
Nothing to report whatsoever. Nothing exploded. No one died. No one committed suicide.
I finished all the paperwork.
Wonderful.
I killed a demon.
Even better. Where and why? It wasn't another possession, right? They didn't have a weird book, right? Okay.
No, it was in the prison. I get
Oh,
these swords out
okay.
of demon soul.
That sounds metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Give you a thumbs up.
And then Conrad leaves.
Yep, gotta go find the others.
The next person you'd actually run into, just walking on the way back to where Laura currently is located, with the Apollion's help, Mr. Sun.
Son, do you need anything? How's everything? Anyone die?
2 people. I could use some extra ammunition and some booze.
Right. Good thing we're going to like a trade capital. You ever heard of it, Constance?
Only bad things.
Oh, Wonderful. Great.
Not like the bad things you're used to.
Okay, so like regular bad things?
Pirates, criminals, inept governors
Bureaucrat.
that
Yeah.
are basically the leaders of their own cartels.
Yeah, we can deal with that. We've dealt with worse.
You know, actually bad people to the normal Imperium at large.
Are they independent, or do they still pay lip service to the Administratum? Do you know?
They still pay lip service, and there's a Forge World in the system. So it's
Right.
more of a Mechanicus-run venture than the Imperium's. They basically hoard the technology to keep everybody in line. It's how the balance of power stays a balance in that system.
You know, or naughty, just storm everything when things go to shit. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, son. Also, write me a report of exactly what you need, and I'll make sure that we give him a salute, walk off.
Right, now you're gonna bolt over to Lara.
Kick the door open. Well, fuck, I can't kick these doors open. Shit.
By this point, Laura
I go into
probably
the
handed
garage
her.
and I ask Laura if you need anything.
I could use some more tools, and Laura's just gonna go ahead and hand her a list of things over to Galatine, if he's still around.
He would have already got them.
Okay.
A while ago.
Got it. Never mind. And probably gonna need some unguents. The tanks are a little cranky.
Keep that in mind.
The tanks are cranky.
Is that it?
Not
You got
quite.
15
Sorry
seconds.
about that. I need to get a drink of water.
Okay.
Are you two done, though?
Um,
I'm pretty sure.
Laura's gonna go ahead and mention that usually a ship of this size needs much more crew than we currently have, so even with Apollyon.
Yeah, we already know that, dingus.
Dongus.
Dungaroo.
I give you a salute and I walk away.
By the way, that was a Lurvian popping up from behind her shoulder to say that.
The
Flips off a
Dongus is also
Lurvian.
in character.
Laura flips off a Lurvian at that.
Okay, so, Redden,
Yes, hello.
you're still fucking around the observatory, and you actually fuck up and call Conrad.
Ah, shit.
Just the man I wanted to see. Hello, Redden.
Conrad, you get to see what it's like to be on the receiving end of one of these calls. Not
Okay.
me, Rome. Your Rosarius actually starts projecting light through your clothing.
Oh.
And you get a little view of Mr. Redden sitting in the observatory conference room.
So, we're going to be going to a hive of scum and villainy run by the Mechanicus. Do you need anything while we're there?
No, but do I need it? No. Do I want it?
What the fuck do you want?
I don't fucking know. I'm just messing.
Well, you know, if you want drugs or something, I'm sure that's easy enough to come by.
Probably.
That gives me an idea. I hang up.
Oh, no.
Is this
Okay.
the part where Conrad just spirals into a drug binge when we get there?
No, it's far worse.
No, it's when she buys combat drugs for the entire, away team.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole crew's met up when they have to get, attacked.
Who else is on my list? Did I find Shaq?
Shax is fairly easy to get to, yeah. He's in the sanctum right now.
If he requires anything, just make sure he's good.
Regular maintenance parts, hands you a data pad.
Excellent. Thank you for having that ready, unlike literally everyone else I found so far. Find our favorite shaky gardener.
JB?
Yes.
He's in the hydroponics bay.
Of course he is. Does he require anything? We're going to a scum-filled hive of villainy run by the Mechanicus. I inform you.
Water, fertilizer, more diverse seeds.
Don't know if we're going to find that last one unless you want to steal some from the agri-world, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, and I kind of had another idea that you might not like.
I talk to Gordon on a regular basis. I think it couldn't be worse.
What if we kept, like, fresh animals? Like something that could, I don't know, produce meat or something? So the crew
Alright.
had, like, nicer things to eat? I mean, man cannot survive on rations and vegetables alone, right?
I tell you what. You get with Shax at some point when he's busy getting us ready to war, and figure out where we can fit that in the ship, and then get back to me if you can find out where.
Oh, okay.
That makes
Hey,
sense? You good?
Captain?
Yes.
We're going to warp, right?
Like, yes.
Does that mean we're gonna be in the warp for a while?
Like 5 days, if nothing goes wrong.
Could we hold a concert while we're in the warp for morale?
Is there a band that I'm not aware of?
Yes? We need to pass time somehow.
You talk to whoever's a part of this secret-ass fucking cabal, apparently. And get me a time and a date. And we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Give him a fucking salute and then walk off.
Okay.
I don't even remember who the fuck's left on my list because it's a fucking band.
Oh, wait, I found out about that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Still just feel the disturbance in the force. Oh, we have Astropath.
Yes, Mr. Stark.
Go ask No Eye Boy if he needs anything.
So he starts to fuck with you, and he's like, the souls of on board. No, actually, I don't need anything. Well, a couple cushions would be nice. Like big, comfy cushions.
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 Understood. Gonna go steal. We could steal those from Noble. I walk out the room.
Lurvian's just kind of floating alongside your head, like lying down, pondering. That's a good idea.
It's an amazing. Anywho.
So,
did I
yeah.
miss anyone? I ask Apollyon.
Currently, the ones you have not talked to on the ship are, well, technically you don't need to check up on Ozra or Shade. Malice you haven't checked up on, or either of the Marines, as well as, well, you talked with Syl, so Skorix will know.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and rapid fire the rest of them just to get anything they need.
Not really, but Malice does ask if you could. Actually, he'll look into it. It's just his personal painting stuff. He doesn't want to bother you with it.
Oh. I tell you what, we also gotta raid some nobles for cushions. We can get it then. And then I walk out the room.
Okay. So as you walk out, I just want to say this before you walk out. He does actually have a painting completed, sitting on his
what
easel.
is it?
So, it's another, like, bog standard supposed to be inspiring painting.
Uh-huh.
But it's, two Kriegsmen standing on opposite side to each other with, like, a line drawn down, like, mirroring, like a parallel thing.
Uh-huh.
One's got, like, this black skull and is standing, like, gas mask. Like, the gas mask is, like, shaped like a skull.
So the Grenadier.
Yeah. But, like, it doesn't look normal. You know, almost like it's grafted to this person down on his neck.
Ah, okay.
The place he's standing in is dark. There's lightning clouds above, spitting out copious amounts of lightning, backlighting him. And it's a hellish nuclear wasteland. There's other shadow-skulled specters in the background that you can't really make out their bodies or anything, but the masks are, a definite show.
Right.
The other one being a Kriegsman whose helmet is pure white, and it has upward, what the fuck is the word for it? Upward sweeping, like saint wings.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And the rest of the gas mask is pretty much standard, except just much more polished up. And he's actually marching with a group of a bunch of similar masked Kriegsmen. Actually on a street. With buildings flanking their either side. Or, well, the one side, since they're just parallel to each other.
Conrad's going to muster something to herself about that being interesting before continuing about herself.
Right. So, nobody has anything else to do? We're going to warp!
Punch it!
So, you punch into warp, and yeah, the Geller fields hold, no demonic invasions, thankfully.
You were hoping that it wouldn't.
Well, hey, I have a couple more rolls before you're done warp, so don't tempt me. Anyway. So, I assume...
I want to wander.
Okay, sure.
Oh boy.
By the way, Conrad, Apollyon would update you with a date 3 days from now that the concert would be held in the lounge.
Sure, why not? Who the fuck is in this band?
The list you get is Sun, lead guitarist / male vocals, Medea, rhythm guitarist / female vocals, Malice, who plays the bass, and
Of course we got
JB, who plays something that's a mix between a synthesizer and a drum kit. Something of his own invention.
Well, at least the shaky boy doesn't need to be precise, so he's got that going for him.
And there's a little addendum at the bottom that their stage crew is just the Apollyon Servitors / the Apollyon.
Okay. Makes sense. Inform the general staff, as in, the team, that there's going to be a fucking concert.
Oh, no. Apollyon stops you before you can do that.
Okay.
You have to do this properly. We have to print posters.
So that's
course.
that's happening.
When you realize your ship is still a child.
Alright, fine, we'll print fucking posters.
Yeah, I'll get the servitors on it.
It'll be a pain in my ass.
Gotta build the hype! That's literally what you get sent. Hype is capitalized.
She's great.
So, is there anything you guys wish to do that'll take indeterminate longer amounts of time while you're in warp, or...
We got a 32 on a wander.
oh yeah, so we'll do Syl first.
Examine whatever the fuck the poster is going to turn out to be.
Okay.
Do my duties and carve runes and make seals? Because that's something I haven't done in a while. Oh god, I gotta roll for that. Shit.
Yep. But as a bonus, it kind of proves to Melchizedek you're still trying.
Because I have the engraving kit, I'm gonna use that. Does that that should make it to where I don't get penalties at least?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll it under?
I guess since they're all still supposed to be related to technology, right?
Yeah.
It would be a tech use check. I can't think of anything else at this current moment you'd use for
Oh,
something like that.
Hello.
It would either be tech use or like a lore, basically.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would say. An 8.
Either way, I make that.
Yeah. So you will be banging off runes and remembering your training, and let's hope Melchizedek is watching. Cough. Anyway, Sill's Wander check.
32.
So, you know the strange phenomena on the bridge? Or the strange phenomena around the ship?
Uh-huh.
You actually see this one coming. Like, you walk up to a T-shaped corridor and you stop dead, and you're like, I know this feeling.
What is this feeling? Because I don't.
This feeling that something spooky is going to happen on the ship if you keep moving forward.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to arrest the phenomenon.
Manacles out.
Continuing forward, my arresting kit at the.
Can we just determine that arresting kit equals whatever weapon you have plus manacles?
Yes.
It's a little attachment that allows you to bind it.
At this current time and space, I assume you're just running with a shotgun?
Probably.
Just, shipboard weapon, pretty standard.
It fires manacles.
It's later.
Anyway. So you continue forward, and the spooky thing triggers where all the lights kind of shutter off and on. By the way, you're standing in a room with a bunch of piping and conduits and all that stuff. Looks like pressure release valves and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the light flickers and goes off for a moment, and when it turns back on, it's the same light as the light that the other U's were made out of when you sealed that demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't arrest the light.
No, you can't. But if you look down at yourself, you can see your armor's turned on. Like the holographic bits of it that had the Hydra and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were standing right beside Necron Bro. Chasm.
Oh. Hey. Some symbols.
So, can you roll me a awareness check, please?
Yes, I can. Check to see what I don't.
It's not got any penalties or anything. It should be obvious as fuck.
Yeah, no. If that's off perception, I miss it.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because after about 30 seconds after the check, friend comes wandering in.
Oh,
Like from behind a pipe.
when did you get back here?
Kind of tilts head.
What are you doing?
Leans over to the floor and scratches in home in low gothic.
Are you saying this is your home, or are you trying to get back?
Points to the pipes again. Points to the word. He's basically trying to tell you this is where he's been hiding.
Like to radio the captain?
Can you repeat that?
Like to radio the captain, please.
Okay. Conrad, you get radioed.
Captain?
If Captain is there.
What? Conrad's in the middle of eating. What do you want?
I found the Necron. It's hiding in the
A
pipes.
what?
I found Cuddles.
You found friend?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Hiding in the pipes.
Is he like
Yeah.
still in a cage?
No, he's pretty free right now.
Gonna go in my head. I'm gonna be like a Larvian. Can you like get to Azra right now?
Yeah.
Ask him if he has friend like secured. I guess if he lets him out or something. I don't remember him mentioning that.
Yeah, he didn't mention that to me either.
Yeah.
So,
To
Yeah.
friend is now bowing to you.
oh.
Turn around, look around, confused.
He's bowing to you. Your armor is still turned on.
Oh yeah. Captain. Also, ship's doing things again. Armor's glowing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know how he got out, but he's probably worshiping you. 'Cause you're probably super duper important.
He's bowing. I don't know what to do about this.
Ask him like. Ask him how he got out.
How'd you get out of wherever you were?
Turns around and starts going back toward the pipes.
Going to follow him.
Leads you through a tangled maze of pipes and pressure release valves and the like, and eventually get to a comfortable looking little den. With a blood-stained table, comfortable looking chair, and a cage that is currently slashed open. And a terminal that's still running a program. Ozra is currently passed out on the blood-stained table.
Okay, that makes sense.
What happened?
Turns out, wherever Ozra's been staying has connections to other parts of the ship, and he fell asleep. I don't know why he thought a cage would hold a killing machine.
You have a very fair. He seemed more than content to just sit there earlier. It's probably because Ozra went to sleep that he's like this.
Right.
Do go make sure that Ozra wasn't like stabbed.
Going to roll Ozra over.
He is not stabbed. Just to
Yeah,
let you know, Conrad, Alervian does give you an explanation in his head that he's been providing the cage with a constant psychic power feed to keep the Wraithbone active and the Necron's living metal from slashing out.
Oh, okay.
So this
So he's
must
not
have
really-
been his limit, his very limit.
No, he's just asleep. He's not dead. But I'm gonna have to teach the what did you call him? His name is Cuddles.
His name
Yeah,
is
I mean-
Cuddles now?
Yeah, it's been Cuddles since the planet.
I called him friend.
Oh,
We
I
never
probably-
agreed on this.
Well, I kind of had to bring him back to the ship, so hometown rules.
Okay, fine. You did. That's a fair point. His name is Cuddles.
I just thought it would be fun, you know.
So
the
you
newly
have-
minted Cuddles walks back into the cage and kind of does the head tilting thing at you again.
We're gonna work on a way to let you be able to wander the ship, but for now you should probably just stay in this room. Maybe not the cage. I don't like.
Steps out of the cage.
I'm gonna ask Alervian that the cage is supposed to reprogram him? Question mark.
No, the terminal is there just scanning his coding, I guess. It's hard to explain. It's more like a neural net than anything. But anyway, the cage is there to be powered by a psychic presence to keep the living metal in check, the stuff Necrons are made out of.
Okay, so how do we continue to get? So is he still going to be scanned even if he's out of it?
I don't know what he was doing to do the whole setup. Seems like the program's still running, though.
Okay, then I'm sure it's fine. Until Osra wakes up and then yells at us all.
Zil, you
basically
hear
going
that
to
from
tell her-
behind you. I'm here already, so...
I hear
Yeah.
what from behind me?
that now.
What does Sil hear from behind?
Ilervian has showed up.
Oh.
Like, as soon as you called, he spawned his physical body and ran over there.
Zoom.
Yeah, so he showed up now.
Ah.
Because Ozra's unconscious, and I'm not leaving him with the living metal monster.
I mean, I was gonna stick around and make sure nothing. Because, you know, he seems to listen to me. He's a good boy, isn't he? Turn to Cuddles.
You get the Necron equivalent of blank stare,
He's
which is to say a regular Necron stare. And yeah,
Oh.
Hmm?
His lights are.
if you want to leave Ilervian, you can, but if you don't, you can chill here and you'll play, I don't know, Bone Dice or something.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Okay, have fun playing Bone Dice with a lousy cheat.
It's like, it's not my fault it's always 12.
Actually, I'd say right now, just since you're beginning, do an intelligence check to see how well you can pick up his cheating. So you have enough to catch him and know he's definitely cheating, but not enough to kind of catch him in the act. Just beat him at his own game with an agility check.
Are you sure I have enough to catch him? My intelligence is a 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably get something like a plus 20 because I think the fifth 12 is like,
Yeah. No, he's obviously a cheat. That's the problem.
92.
no.
I don't think she makes it.
Yeah, no. You get caught in the act, and I was just like, haha, next game, let's start. And immediately wipes the slate clean and starts betting again. After about a minute, friend Cuddles walks over and bets a soul stone.
Just pulls the soul stone out of a pocket of flesh.
No, Ozra actually kind of like swipes it and goes, "You're not supposed to have that," and places it in a hidden cabinet in the wall.
Is it Osra or Lurvian?
Ozra.
Okay.
I mean, Alervian, fuck.
Okay.
It's Alervian who does it. He doesn't want you guys to find a super secret soul stash.
Num num.
Because I have to eat, damn it!
Are you sure that wasn't his?
Yeah, I'm sure. Ozra probably used it to tempt him or something, but...
Now I'll save that for after session.
As the Flayer is just sitting here, just his only interest in the soul stone is ooh shiny.
Ooh.
So, anybody else?
Nope.
What does this poster look like?
It's
Badass musical concert.
Yeah, it's a stylized picture of the 4 band members, right?
Uh,
And standing on large pillars behind them is the actual party in their really scary-looking raid gear.
oh wow.
Yeah, and it shows the time, the date, and be there.
Or be square.
Not the B square, that's lame. Literally what the brainstorm room for the poster was.
Please tell me Sun wanted to be square.
Just to let you know, though, the since Medea's navigating, she can't attend.
Aw.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to replace him.
That's a very good question. Now, I want you all to roll intelligence checks to figure that one out.
Okay.
Wait.
Think really hard.
Unless you
have-
can just guess a female member on the ship.
I have
I
four
guess.
I
solid
guess.
guesses.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
So me, Sil. Not Redden.
Yeah.
Definitely not Redden.
Yeah.
Me and Sil figure it out, apparently.
Well, there's really only 2 options you know of people who would possibly have nice singing voices on the ship that are female. It was either going to be Shade or some crew member none of you have met before.
My money's on some crew member we haven't met before.
Because, yeah, imagine that a recruitment moment. Hey, lady who barely talks, could you sing for us?
And then Sun got punched
Actually,
in the
I'm
face.
gonna roll fellowship for that. What's Sun's fellowship stat again?
Oh, God.
I want to see Sun get punched in the face.
Fucking... Oh,
No,
I roll
Sun,
that now.
Sun gets stabbed, and that's not very nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll another intelligence real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Still actually knows that a rock concert is not a concert of rocks.
Damn.
So, yeah, no. That's your guess. The best guess you guys have is either it's a random crew member or someone's going to try to take a bullet for Shade.
I also just see Sun going to talk to Shade, and then you have the scene that neither of them realize is happening as Galahorn's running to the ship to try to stop Sun.
Arrives on the scene. No!
Don't do it.
It's already too late.
Too late.
No, that's just when he runs in and Sun passes the check, and it's like, yeah, no, I agree. Galahorn just falls on the floor like, what the fuck?
That's a thing.
Actually, the first question would be, is Redden going to be there?
Maybe.
And so it's like, definitely. Alright, let's get this fucking concert over with. What happens? Who dies? What explodes?
Okay,
Wonderful
time
blood
skip a
for
couple
sure.
days. And yeah, Sun failed his fellowship test, so no Shade.
Does he have a nice big ass bandage on his throat?
Not on his throat, but he's got crisscrossing, very light cuts on his arm.
Because of course.
Because he may have botched the fellowship check, but he at least got enough to dodge backwards and only scratch his arm with the knife, trying to block it. Anyway. The concert is basically your average morale hype thing. It's just supposed to improve the crew's morale. You all show up about an hour beforehand as the Apollyon requires you to help setting up.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you all know, the Apollyon is hyped for this. Like, when you walk in, it's only you, servitors, and Apollyon. It's that lounge from before, but there's a raised stage that's been added now.
Oh, that's
There's no curtains or anything, it's just a raised stage. There are servitor roadies basically loading up speakers and setting up instruments and the like.
Can we tell that she's hyped because they have t-shirts?
Yes, they not only do they have t-shirts, but she's speaking over the intercom to you all to direct you.
Why don't I get one of those?
take one from the servitor.
There's literally a table full of t-shirts.
taking.
Fuck yeah, equip.
Fuck it.
Just to let you know, the actual image on the T-shirt is once again the band, right?
hmm
And they don't have a name quite yet emblazoned on it because no one's been able to quite figure out a name for them. But the black is like a glow-in-the-dark Aquila.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have band on the front, glow-in-the-dark Aquila on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you all start setting up. The techie people will be directed to set up tech use checks for you both, just to help the servitor set up all the sound equipment and stage gear.
Because why not?
Hooray!
Redden gets shoved doing manual labor with Syl.
Yeah.
Strength checks!
24!
Joke's on you!
Joke's on you, I'm really weak.
Telekinetic control.
Oh,
Nice,
now you're
that's
thinking with portals. Well, you're in the warp.
Don't
Yes,
do
to
this.
actually get
Show
that
me the
spell.
doubles. Show me the doubles. Damn it.
I make it.
So, I believe everybody but Redden succeeded?
No?
No,
I
Red
make
made it.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah.
Because telekinetic control is like a bitch ass easy spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody goes about their work while Apollyon again excitedly directs everybody. And then goes silent when the band itself actually appears to go into like a back room. To kind of, change and get ready.
They don't have the best costumes. I'll be very disappointed in all of them.
Sun actually has a cooler of beer too. That he's taking with him into the back room.
Of course. I'm a second.
No, it's like home brewed stuff that he picked up on the
Oh
Agri
my
World.
God.
It's actually ground from like a kind of plant like barley almost. So it's like space beer basically.
Space beer.
I'll have you all know, if this music is good enough, I'm starting my homeworld tradition of fighting to the music.
When everyone else is just rocking out and you see Syl in the background punching people.
That's when Conrad's going to tell Syl. We call those mosh pits.
Well, I'm gonna start the best. Mosh?
What the fuck did you do to me?
What?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna start the best mosh pit. Ah,
Okay, I thought you
fight
said-
stick.
There you go. Fight hole.
Mosh pit fight hole. I mean it works.
That's gonna be the name of the band, Fight Hole.
I mean,
And shortly after they go into the dressing room, Apollyon finishes setting up everything with the servitors.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Jax walks in, plants himself firmly behind the bar. He's got several mechadendrites right now, by the way. Like the manipulator ones sticking out of his back.
Oh, yes. Master of beer.
Oh no, he's just going to be the bartender for tonight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The master of alcohols.
Also other slightly illicit substances if you need them.
Define illicit substances, Mr. Shax.
Not quite illegal, but enough that you shouldn't take too much.
What the fuck does he have, Mike?
Spook.
What?
I love how it's like, it's not technically illegal. It just gives you psychic powers.
To be honest, it's more for Medea, but she's not here right now, so...
Damn.
I'll take
Well-
it.
Still, I'll take it.
I will let you know that Conrad's going to be close to an exit.
God
Sounds like it'll make the best fight hole yet.
Fucking Syl just starts breathing fire. I'm gonna pull up the fucking spook table. God knows we need it. Hey, look, there it is. Which, just so you know, there is the very real possibility that she can get Vortex of Doom. Continuing
Yep.
on.
Shit. While we're in the
Anywho.
warp.
Anywho,
So, are you really going to do this, Sil?
I mean, we're gonna see how bumping the party is.
Okay.
how bumpin' the party is.
So, yeah, you all get drinks served out to you as the first free party favor.
Where's the cheese?
Where's the cheese?
I need cheese.
What is red?
Just when one servitor runs off to grab the, platter of cheese that's labeled and wrapped red and in the fridge.
They already
Or
know.
It runs down a whole deck to get it.
Meow.
It's funny because if you've ever seen a servitor run, it's comical. It's like they don't have bones.
It's like
Or
that
just
one
flail
meme.
behind them.
Not quite flail behind them, but it's more like they don't quite understand the whole pumping arms thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Like they just kind of flap. Anyway. So yeah, about an hour to go until the concert actually opens and people can start to filter in. And it's at this point that security shows up.
Because, of course.
Is it Mal?
No, he's the bassist.
Oh, I forgot that bit. My
He's a
bad.
part of the
And
problem.
security.
No, it's Skorix leading a band of the junior commissars. Only they're not wearing the commissar outfits. They don't have bolt pistols. Instead, they have shocky sticks. Except Skorix. He's still got the shotgun. They're all wearing security t-shirts.
Security,
Oh,
so
yeah,
here-
by the way, Melchizedek's the last member of security.
Oh god.
Like, who walks through the door. Which is the only reason why you notice, because you're like, oh, junior commissars. And you look back and you're like, oh, hey, oh.
Don't.
Oh, you think you get morale? You left me to do all that paperwork.
Angry still.
I'll have you know if you're not in the fight hole, you're going in the regular hole.
Alright, so, the rest of the servitors shuffle off with everything set up. The lighting gets adjusted to a more concert mode. Things dim, there's some more spotlights that get turned on aimed at the stage.
Shit, the light's dimming. I can't see.
I just have to say, Mike, out of character, if one of the songs they play isn't It's a Good Day to Die, I will be disappointed.
No, they're basically going to be playing a mishmash of like the String Storm 40k songs.
Okay, that works.
Since that's it's very fitting for the kind of stuff they
You get
play.
Lincoln Loyalist is my question.
Yes.
They do have like Lincoln Loyalist songs, but it's more of a headliner thing.
I'm sorry,
Right.
I can't keep a straight face now.
I'm sorry. That has to be when we meet the Black Templars.
Yes, we have to save that for the Black Templars.
Well, no, it's just like their headliner act.
Okay.
It's
Get
just
everybody-
what they're playing to ease everybody in before they start using their songs.
Yeah.
This is
Alrighty.
great.
All right.
Fellowship rolls to see how it goes.
I'm
Well, no, this is where you guys start to get concerned because you can hear the people piling up at the doors
Oh no.
as security starts checking people.
Right.
Things are going smoothly. People are starting to filter in. A few filter toward the stage and stuff and, hang around. Some have brought chairs. Others filter over to the bar.
Which Laura's probably working, because this is her... Because... Fuck it.
It's literally like you trying to help Shax, who, like everything you try to do, is using more 4 mechadendrites to do twice the amount you do.
Because of course.
Because Shax's secret favorite thing is flexing on you.
Just take some spook, and you'll be fine.
I mean, to be fair...
You see, you get spook, you roll an 11, so you can dominate Shax and tell him to go fuck himself.
You've got like 3 rounds before Syl decides to drugs.
Before what?
Syl decides to drugs.
Oh god.
Before Syl tries to drugs. Yes.
Right.
Sentences.
Well, enough people have been let in now that the band's actually come up on stage. And again, it is just some rando Jane Doe crew member.
She becomes...
However, she's extremely pretty.
Noted.
Very noted.
I've seen that.
Anyway, their costumes themselves, like the actual band costumes, are kind of a mix between like rocker leather and like actual Imperial armor.
Because of course.
There's only one question that needs to be answered, so I know if I can... So I know if I need to steal some pics so I can get a picture, and that is is Malice in hot pants?
Is Malice in hot pants?
He is in extremely skinny jeans. They even have the punk tearing at the front.
Of course.
Laura
We
has
need. Yeah, do it.
Laura has one of her servo skulls take a pic from across the room.
Right.
Blackmail.
Blackmail.
I love it.
Anyway.
Find Malice's dad and just be like, look! Anyway.
So, I'm sure most of you have probably heard the String Storm songs, but I'm going to quickly look up the first one they play and link it in the peanut gallery.
Cool.
So you guys know what they're playing.
I probably should link that in chat too, but I'm in the yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be just a moment while I look this up.
Let's roll to see.
Servo skull takes another set of pics.
What are you rolling for, Sal?
We're rolling for hype.
You know what?
Do you reach maximum height?
Roll for hype.
Is that good hype or bad hype?
I don't know.
It's hype.
Low roll's good. Let's stick with low roll's good.
Oh, Krieg.
Oh god, they start with Krieg. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the chat.
I guess
Oh,
we
Still
gotta
has a
add
sign
hype.
rating, doesn't she?
We all do.
Oh, well then Spook doesn't give you a random power.
Really?
What?
Interesting.
It increases your psi rating by 1. If you pass the willpower check.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Is he okay?
You good, Mike? You're muted.
I think he's.
I'm
listening
good.
to-
I'm good. I was just checking something. Anyway, you are right. So I'm just gonna play out this next bit anyway, because this was supposed to happen. But they start playing their song, right?
Yeah.
People start getting crazy hyped, and like the little downward officer, not officers, but like lower tier crew member lounge,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the one for non-commissioned officers and the like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been deserted since like the entire concert, and about halfway through Krieg, Conrad, you'd be the one who'd like actually recognize them, but two Kriegsmen similar to Malice's painting appear.
Oh no.
The one
Oh,
with the
shit.
black skull and the one with the upswept winged helmets,
Oh shit.
gas masks.
Oh, what?
There are two Kriegsmen sitting in the NCO lounge. One is wearing like a black helmet that like resembles a skull that's been grafted to the bottom of his neck.
Uh-huh.
He's got pitch black armor and looks like he's got a full like infiltration kit with a lot of like traps and tripwires and stuff hanging out of the pack he's got.
Because of course.
The other one is got a white gas mask, full face, with upswept wings along where it becomes a helmet,
This isn't
like
this isn't
Saint
strange at all.
Wings. His is a very prim and proper looking, like fresh pressed uniform.
Move to intercept. Go there.
That's not creepy at all.
Okay.
Gotta let the first song play before you start a fight.
So you go intercept the Kriegsmen, who are sitting there staring opposite each other.
Of course they are.
So you gonna roll up and just be like, hey, I'm the captain, or what?
Gonna roll up and be like, hello, who are you? How did you get here? What are you?
They both look at you. And the one on the right actually stands up and walks over to you,
Uh-huh.
pulls a picture out of inside his coat.
Uh-huh.
And it's a picture of Barnabas, and it's a picture of Barnabas, austere, Mr. Mechanical Man that used to be in his squad, the Huntsman, and what looks like a hive spire behind them. And standing alongside them are two Kriegsmen.
There are more gifts from Barnabas?
Shake head.
So that's a no.
So
You're not
the one
going to something, right?
The one sitting at the actual table nods when you say you're not ghosts of something, right?
So he nods at not being ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Can you write or something?
Makes hand motions like a data pad.
Pull out datapad.
Types along it. We are old friends of one of Barnabas's crew members.
I point at Hunter Man, Silver Eyes.
Shakes head, points at austere.
You know my sister?
I didn't know she was your sister.
Yeah, she is. Not nearly as I look at my arm. But you know.
It was her first mission for the Inquisition. Been playing the background for a while, but decided to come visit. Hopefully she would be here.
No, she's with Barney on the other ship. You know, she works for him, not for me. I shrug at them. We're supposed to be going to the same place, so once we get out of warp, you might be able to catch up with them.
That might be a problem.
Why?
Well, you remember how we said we're not ghosts, right?
Right, you're not ghosts.
But we're not quite in real space either.
So
The moment
you're...
the Black Skull stomps over and snatches the data pad, types something out, flips it around and goes, "We're stuck in the fucking warp."
How am I supposed to help with that?
The one with the white mask shrugs. The one with the black mask kind of hands you back the data pad.
Wait a minute. We have a weird portal thing. I don't know if that would help. Probably wouldn't help.
Saying that, the song comes to an end and the Kriegsmen promptly disappear.
Fuck!
Yes.
Awesome.
We're gonna run over to our resident warp expert, Redden.
Huh?
Conrad, like, physically runs into you, and it's like, Kriegsman warp ghosts, disappear.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I slow myself down and I explain everything to him whenever they, like, continue the next song or whatever.
Yeah, you can start talking with him. I'm just grabbing the next song now. Which, if it's a fighting, it's definitely a fighting song.
Because of course it is.
Oh no! Before it gets too into that, oh no, it's that song. So what? You need the box, Conrad?
Well, I don't think we need the box because they're gone already. But
If they show up again?
if they show up again, we can try it.
Okay.
Particularly when it gets to the end, we could try to get an encore performance. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike,
so-
Yes.
have I seen Shade enter the room?
No, you have not.
Is my assumption if I do well enough on our perception scrutiny check, it's the rando crew member?
You can roll if you want.
Yeah.
She's not like a master of disguise and infiltration or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like she denied Sun and then went, "I'm totally knocking out that other member. I know he's going to ask," and disguise myself as her. As she's putting on the makeup,
Uh-huh.
but you still have to roll.
Because that's not what happened. I will remind you.
It's
Yeah, it's not worth the fate reroll.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, you're pretty sure it's not Shade.
it's time for a fight.
You and
Time-
Lumen
time
did
move?
have a chit chat though about a plan to keep her off of you at the concert, which is mostly involving Lumen baiting her around the ship.
Oh.
The Lumen
Anyway.
the Lumen takes the equivalent of a fucking rocket to the face for you. Fight wholesale?
Fight hole.
So, roll me a. I guess, do you just want to initiate the fight roll by strengthening somebody, like punching them with a weapon skill check, or like strength, or do you want to like incite a mosh pit?
Yes.
You want to incite a mosh pit then?
I want to do both.
Okay. Well, roll me a fellowship test first to see if that works.
Okay. Are we gonna count that 76?
You rolled before I
Rolled.
said anything, so no.
Do it again.
Do it again. Let's see what happens.
54.
54.
That's,
You still get any bonuses for being the security officer.
She does get a +10 for being A, intimidating, and B, if someone's gonna start a fight, it can be her.
yeah. No, that plus 10.
Nothing?
Nope.
Okay, then strength check me to just start fucking people up.
And eventually piss enough of them off.
Pretty
Okay.
much. So yeah, you
Good
just
enough.
start flying around, punching random people and blaming it on other people, and a mosh pit starts pretty quickly.
As of course.
Oh, I just realized how much of a bad idea this is. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if Laura notices or if she's too busy with getting drinks.
It's not hard to notice, so...
The giant fight pit.
No, I mean notice that Syl started it.
Oh. Yeah. Because if it wasn't Syl, you know she'd be stomping over to stop that fight immediately.
Yep.
So this has to be her idea. Syl, you're in the middle of a mosh pit. Somebody takes a swing at you. Roll me dodge.
I have that.
Do it.
I think that's a pass.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay, so you dodge him, and when you step backwards, you bump into somebody else and start heading toward him again.
Mm-hmm.
Again, people are swinging left and right, so in another little bit, you're gonna have to roll a dodge check, but for now, you have enough open space, you can take an action.
Is there any particularly scrawny-looking crew members trying to back away from the fight?
There's the ones you can tell are trying to back out of it or squirm their way away.
Strength check to throw one in. That's...
Kill the
okay.
rat.
No. I don't think the hype is enough.
Well, you grab one of the scrawny ones, and another crew member in that area sees what you're doing, grabs the scrawny one by the other shoulder, and helps you hurl him back in.
Oh.
Brownie points obtained.
And again, another swing comes at you. Dodge check.
You know what? Nah, I'm eating that one.
Okay, so
Gonna eat.
somebody swings to cold clock the back of your head and impacts your armor.
Oonk.
Yeah, you feel it impact the back of your armor as your head goes forward, but it doesn't really hurt.
Backwards headbutt. That's, just good enough.
Okay, so you do hit the back of his arm. You hear him scream as you stumble backwards and fall on top of him.
Uh-huh.
Effectively crushing him under your armor.
Oh god.
Wonderful.
This is going wonderfully.
So yeah, the mosh pit squirms around you. Make me another dodge check to roll away from the, sea of legs coming toward you.
That's 12 below, or 12 above what I need.
So yeah, you get a couple stomps on you. Some people walking around that don't know you're there. Or, well, I guess stumbling around at this point, because everything's a huge fight. It's at this point that everybody now has noticed that it's just evolved into a fist fight, and security is starting to respond.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. And you never guess who Melchizedek's beelining it for.
I can
Power
only
one.
fucking wonder if it's the fucking lady in power armor.
It is the lean power armor.
Ooh. Do I have time to get up before he comes in?
You do have time to get up, but you don't know he's currently coming towards you right now. You won't see him until you stand up.
Alright.
Can Conrad see what's about to happen?
Still made this bed, let her lie in it.
I'm just asking if Conrad can see this happening, because if she can, she's totally going to let Phil know at what o'clock Melchizedek's coming for her at. because she wants to see this happen.
Oh. Buddy.
She needs to see the clash of the titans.
Oh no. There's got the worst idea possible.
So you're gonna do what
Clothesline.
specifically?
Clothesline Melchizedek.
Okay, so you start running toward Melchizedek. I'll say that's a charge, so you get the bonus because you're close to the edge, so it's not hard for you to break out and start running toward him if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Or you can wait till he gets close and then clothesline him. But
I want to meet him.
okay, good, because you're gonna need to make a running leap at this clothesline. You know that, right?
51.
Is that a pass?
It's a plus 20 on your weapon skill.
Yeah. What is your weapon skill, Sil?
Your weapon skill.
That's a pass.
Yeah.
Getcha. So you all watch Sil sprint toward Melchizedek, jump into the air, and clothesline him with the powered armor.
Oh
The
no.
only reason why this works is because of the strength from it.
The feral worlder just clotheslined the Space Marine.
I'm gonna think to a Lurvian that this is fucking amazing.
I know, right?
How's the band doing? Are they still in good spirits despite how much this has evolved?
Yeah, they're still playing.
Oh god.
This is close. I forgot who Melchizedek was.
Anyway, the next song they play is actually a request that they get requested every time they play.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What
And
the-
it's always requested by the same person.
Who's the person?
Shax.
Oh!
Oh, of course he does. It's the good one.
Yeah.
It's the good one. It's not the War Cant of Mars. Okay, good.
The War Cant of Mars, it doesn't fit the current feel of this concept.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought this was a little more fitting.
Alright, hype check. Oh!
Conrad refuses to get hyped.
I failed my hype check.
What does that mean?
I mean, Laura's joining the fight hole.
Yes, that means Laura's joining the fight hole.
Oh god.
Release
No.
the beast.
Yeah, does that mean that fucking, the whatever Mr. Man who lives in her head is like, yes! Established dominance, T-pose.
We are not doing the... Yeah, Laura's going into the fight pit. Oh god.
Okay. Weapon
Is Laura
check
being
skill
one of
to
those
catch
characters?
some guy off guard.
And because there's off guard, there's a bonus.
Yeah. What'd you say, Conrad?
Does Lurvian want to go in the fight pit?
He's
Okay.
in the fight pit.
Oh yeah, he is in the fight pit, wouldn't he be?
I make that.
Yes.
I make that with the bonus for catching someone unawares.
Awesome. So yeah, you the guy you actually catch unaware is the guy that triggers Conrad to notice that a Lurvian's in there. Which you see a Lurvian basically air step off of his head, using his head as a platform to leap through the air. Which is why he's off guard when you cold clock him. You use a fist because you know if you used your claws, you do a lot more damage.
Oh yeah, no, it would just be fist.
Gonna ask Loken if he thinks we should join in.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Back in my day, grumble, grumble.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, old man?
I'm just surprised the state that this Imperium is degenerated to.
Yes,
This is the part where someone says if Shax had actually heard that, I'm pretty sure this is a common thing, but that actually doesn't happen because that's in Conrad's head.
Yeah, the conversation is happening psychically right now.
Yeah.
Because Lurvian's busy stepping on people's heads and, air diving people. He might do a pile driver. We'll see.
See how it goes.
So yeah, it's still starting to get broken up by security. They're still farther away from you guys. You get about 2 turns of actions in. So if you want
clash
to,
of the Titans continuing.
yes, Melchizedek's getting up to, incapacitate Syl. Syl, roll me a dodge check as a fist the size of, a Space Marine's fist comes at you.
Which is to say her head.
Yeah.
See if the hype train continues.
Here it comes.
That's a pass.
Okay, so you dodge him, and he lurches just enough that you're side by side right now.
Reminder
You're
that you can do a
basically
lot of
inside
damage.
his reach.
Oh god, this is great.
I'm gonna try to grab his arm and pull him forward.
Strength check?
What is the bonus from light power armor? Like a plus 10 or plus 20 or something?
It's unnatural strength 1.
So it'd be a plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh, she
That's-
passed.
So yeah, everybody who's watching the Battle of the Titans watches fucking David throw Goliath, judo style.
Oh no.
So just threw a space marine.
Thank God she's wearing that power armor.
Right.
All I can hear in Melchizedek's is Melchizedek's head just very angry binary.
It's very angry binary.
Can Laura hear it?
No, it's in his head.
Oh, it's in his head. Okay.
And Melchizedek's gonna take a turn to get up.
Compose himself. This is why the
Yeah.
Lehub talent is good.
That turn, I want to elbow drop him.
Okay. So you're gonna have to make another strength check on him?
Is the elbow drop an all-out attack?
Yes. It would be an all-out attack because you have to dive through the air.
So this is a strength check to do the dive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the bonuses help with that.
Yeah,
Maybe a
no.
plus 10 to your strength, so it's
Oh,
like a
depends.
60.
You're 5 off.
Your strength's like a 50, right?
My strength's a 45.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, no, you're 10 off.
Okay.
Right.
You can always re-roll.
Oh wait, I can fake that.
If you really want to fate the elbow drop.
I mean, this is the clash of the Titans. It's far more important than anything else you'd be doing.
I'm elbow dropping the floor apparently.
Yeah, so you elbow drop the floor, and Melchizedek grabs you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Picks you up, and he shouts, "Enough!" as he throws you
Where is the question?
at a wall at terminal velocity.
Oh no.
This is a toughness check to remain conscious.
Yes, it is a toughness check.
Come on, takes.
Because you threw him, and he's like, "Nobody throws me!"
I pass.
Okay, so you impact the wall, slide down, stand back up, and he looks pissed. He's actually stomping towards you now.
While that's happening, I punch someone again. Very
Yeah,
hard.
Laura gives in and continues fighting.
Come on, big man. I thought you wanted me to get stronger.
So you actually see a vein bulge in his forehead as he's stomping towards you.
Okay.
This
He
is everything
stomps.
Conrad wanted and more.
He stops until you're face to pauldrons with him, or face to groin plate? I don't know.
Chest plate.
Chest plate? Yeah, face to chest plate with him staring down at you. He has burning hatred in his eyes.
Can I steal some of Redden's cheese while I watch this?
Yes, you can.
Oh, wait.
Time to initiate the Joestar plan.
Oh,
Run away!
oh, in this case, it's the Redden plan.
Run the
Operation
fuck away.
Redden.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh god, is she about to take the spook?
Operation
So you
Spook?
wanna roll me a I guess strength check?
To run away?
Yeah.
It'd be athletics if she has it. I don't think she has it as a bonus, so it doesn't matter.
Is that
Do you have
agility?
athletics?
Believe so. Let me check. Is that an aptitude?
No, it'd be a skill. You should have athletics. Sure.
I do not have athletics.
Oh. I think you still pass.
I mean, that is.
With unnatural strength, you just barely pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn around and start running away, right?
Uh huh.
You're like, I don't know, what, shouting run away or what?
No, I'm just sprinting away.
Oh, okay. Not gonna do the Joe Star plan.
Again, it's
I'm
the
just
red and black.
screaming.
Oh, hold on.
Huh,
Just
I guess we
feral
do learn from each other.
It is at this point, Laura's probably noticing the confrontation between the Titans. Again.
Well, yeah, you notice as security stops you, like fighting.
Ah.
You're not getting arrested because you scare Scorix.
Flash razor fangs at him because that actually feels nice knowing someone's actually scared.
Well, he's just more of terrified of the entire party.
Fair point. Oh.
We're so nervous.
This might be a good time. This might be a good time to quietly slip back behind the bar and pretend I'm not involved.
Jax will be like, I saw you pole vault the bar. Don't fuck with me.
No, and and tell Shax that I'll help him with whatever he needs later.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even fellowship it if I have to.
Do it.
Charm and Pure Mechanicus. Oh, okay, that works.
Okay, so you've bought his silence.
Returns to wiping down the bar.
Alright, so, as the fight gets broken up and the Battle of the Titans... Or no, Sill's just running away, right?
Yep.
Well, they're, at the point now where they're taking just requests from the crowd, by the by. So they'll just play whatever songs get asked. But, until Jordan comes back, I guess I'll just go with Sill running away.
Eh.
So, Sill,
Yeah.
you bolt toward the door to get out, right?
Uh-huh.
And, Melchizedek chases after you.
I return.
Hello. Melchizedek's taking chase after, Sill, and, Laura has bought the silence of Shax from behind the bar. I didn't see her go into a mosh pit, I swear. He's been here this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about, but anyway, Melchizedek's chasing Sill. Sill, there's 2 security guys at the door trying to block you from getting out.
Do they know who I am?
Maybe?
I am still fucking Wildblood. They can't stop me.
You just charge straight through them?
Is
Fucking
Conrad
bad.
by this door?
You are where you were last positioned, which I thought was like the little NCO lounge. Unless you've been roaming
Well, I just
around.
remember red.
Oh,
Huh?
right. So then you'd be over by the bar? Because that's where Redden's cheese is.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you'd be
they're
right
on
up
their
there.
fucking own. No, so am I in range to try to save one of these poor security guys from being trampled?
Oh, no. Sill's at them. You're
Yeah, so
like
no.
behind Melchizedek.
Good night,
I
sweet
don't
prince.
think they stand a chance.
That's all I have to say to them.
They get bowled over. Well, one gets bowled over, the other gets knocked away. as Syl bolts around the corner with Melchizedek chasing her. And just to let you know, Jordan, the band now is taking crowd requests. Since they really only have like 3 songs. Because it's not that old of a band. They're kind of new.
I immediately scream for the request of Krieg again, if you don't mind, please, thank you. It's not an order, I promise.
It's not an order, I promise. So the crowd is screaming a bunch of different requests at them, but it seems to be split between playing Ave Imperador again or Krieg. Fellowship, check me to sway it your way.
If anything, I just
Plus
look
20
deep into
'cause you're
Malice's
scary.
eye. That if anything, I will look deep in Malice's eye and be like, please. I fade it. Fuck you.
Wow, that's a complete 180. Okay, so you managed to convince the crowd to start chanting Krieg.
I tried to be nice the first time. I wasn't so nice the second time.
That's when Lervian started helping. Just influencing people's thoughts with the words Krieg. Krieg.
Krieg.
And the song starts playing again.
Do they appear
And-
at the NCO lounge?
Hmm?
Do they appear at the NCO lounge?
Yes. Kriegy boys appear again.
I'm gonna yell at Red and Box.
Box.
I'm gonna run over to them and be like, we're gonna try to put you in a box and we think it might be able to keep you here in the corporeal realm.
Redden, roll me a check to summon your box.
Box.
Yes. Although it will involve you being trapped in there with them.
Oh.
As you summon your box around you as a way to protect yourself. I guess you could try like the same way you did try to trap Magnus, but it would be a little more difficult. I'd say like a negative 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's low enough that, yeah, you box them. And don't trap yourself.
Box.
Congrats. A null box has just appeared in the middle of the NCO lounge.
Oh. Is there any way we can know if they're in there?
There is no way to know if they're in there.
Well, we're gonna find out when we get out.
Unless we open it.
Which we'll do that when we get out of work. Hopefully.
And hopefully they don't starve or die of dehydration in 3 more days. No, 2 more days.
Yeah, you see, there's a fair chance that won't happen.
It's a good thing they didn't suggest we just do it on the first day in the warp, because then those guys would be fucking dead.
Yeah.
They'll be fine, don't worry.
So, Krieg comes to a close. They take a couple more requests, and while they're doing that, Syl,
Yeah.
you still have a rampant tech priest chasing after you. You're gonna have to strength check to stop him from gaining on you.
That's a pass.
Okay, so you round another corner, bursting ahead of him, and you hear another scream of rage and anger.
Giles' theme intensifies.
Scream back. You can't arrest me. The fight's over.
Yeah, it's not about arresting you at this point.
It's not about the money, it's about the method.
There's nobody
So-
left to see you win.
So, you burst around another corner,
Uh-huh.
and, yeah, do you have a plan for getting away from him, or do you just want to keep trying to run really fast?
Yeah, let's try to go to... Shit, there's got to be somewhere to...
You've caught line of sight with him, so you have about a turn to figure out where you need to go.
duck into the nearest room, climb into the ventilation.
Okay. Yeah, you won't fit in the ventilation because of the power armor, but you can hide in the room.
You'll see me.
Just become a shelf. You'll be fine.
Let's roll a stealth. That's,
Here it comes.
I don't think that's good enough.
Yeah, no, you're like, I'm going to hide in this corner that's nice and dark, and clang! Oh, that was my hand hitting the wall. I forgot my hand was made of metal.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As the door in front of you opens, and you hear, "Seal!"
Yes.
Thud, 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 thud. And he actually goes to throw a big-ass haymaker at you.
Doink.
Like to dodge that.
Okay?
It's a fail.
It is
You know what?
fail.
He's earned this, so I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna.
Right. Well, since you take the hit, you can figure out what he's doing. But, so what happens is, he goes to swing at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he passes through you, and the second he does, you see him again in front of you going to swing.
Uh-huh.
This time it actually impacts.
Ah.
Oh, phantom image.
Yeah.
What? I didn't hear what Jordan said.
It's phantom. It's a ghost.
If you had succeeded that dodge check, he was going to use the phantom to bait you and then punch you with his real self.
Right.
Toughness check me not to pass out.
Yet again.
As he decks you as hard as he can, and this time he's aiming to... Oh, never mind. So yeah, no, you take it, it slides off your helmet, and you're like, real shit, as your Necron armor starts to actually glow.
Oh no.
Like so. You've gotten your equal licks in. I suggest this is the part where we make amends.
So he's not listening.
Okay.
Blind rage.
Yeah, no, he's so mad right now that he actually like sticks his hand out backwards, and warp field appears and teleports an Omnissiah axe into his hands. This time he's actually going to swing with it.
Can I sucker punch him while he does that?
Not really. The
All out
teleportation is almost instant.
Arm went back, so it's gonna take. Let's roll that dodge, I guess.
Oh no.
Just because you just broke him so badly. Because he's like, I finally got you! And you're like, so you got equal licks in.
Do I have anything?
It's fucking mortal.
This fucking mortal. That's exactly what he's thinking right now.
You can't you use a fate to plus 10 that your dodge?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
But I'm gonna just save it for the real roll, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good
Save
idea.
that for the reroll.
That's a lot. That.
You make it?
What is this based off of? Strength? Yeah.
Okay,
Agility is also-
so you dodge the axe blow, and your armor immediately starts respawning to a threat,
Mhm.
and it actually shifts, not into annihilation mode, but like the Necron mode.
Mhm.
And your sword appears in your hands, the uncompleted one, with the energy finishing the rest of it.
Right.
Because Annihilation just woke up and is like, oh, we're being attacked.
This guy
Well-
looks good.
I guess I want to go for an incapacitation blow. I don't know
I
how
guess.
to do.
You just want to slam him with the hilt or something?
I wanna. Yeah, I just don't want to kill him.
Has Apollyon alerted his Conrad to the fact that Melchizedek's trying to kill fucking Syl?
As soon as the axe came out, yes, you got that.
Where's Comet?
Comet's already responding.
Okay, good.
Apollyon actually does shoot you an image of him moving like a madman, loading something into his Nathicarium. He's
Well, while
moving
he's also-
fast, like as fast as a Lurvian moves.
Well, while that's also happening, I will call Lurvian back to me and also run to try to get to the scene.
That's
Okay.
a pass on that blow.
So, you hit him in the head, and you can tell that you've knocked him for a good one, and he's not quite incapacitated as of yet, but he's stunned for a round.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that.
Okay, make me another strength check while the others make their athletics checks.
Last fate.
Can somebody roll it for me because my phone's black screening?
I don't think that's not. It's like.
That was your last fate, though, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. it
Awesome. So, you go to hit him with the handle again, right?
does. Yeah.
And he sways, but you still manage to hit him. And it doesn't quite knock him all the way out. But when he steps backwards, there's this wave of almost like black energy that appears behind him. He steps through, and another black rift of energy appears on the roof, and he falls from the roof to the floor,
Oof.
knocking him out cold.
This is the part where me and Comet round the corner to find Melchizedek already unconscious.
Yes, and Comet would have explained to you along the way that Melchizedek is prone to flying off the handle and going into a rage, which is very effective in combat, but not very effective when he loses his temper. So he developed a, thing to put him out. Well, actually, it's the same thing. You know what? It's just something that'll put him out.
It's super trank. It's elephant
Essentially.
tranquilizer.
Yeah, because this is not anything that's new for Melchizedek. That's his flaw, is his rage.
You know what I just realized?
What?
If the team ever wanted to get really high on trank, we just go to fucking Comet.
Yeah.
We don't even have to take fucking Melchizedek drink. We just touch it. And it gets us high. It's like an actual elephant drink. Anyway,
Or stop your heart, depending.
it's a risk that I'm willing to take. Anywho, Melchizedek gets his ass kicked. I'm going to assume Comet's going to go make sure his friend's still alive.
Yes. Comet's also applying the thing that he had in his Nathicarium to him, stating that it'll put him down for about 24 hours.
That should be enough for him to hopefully, when he wakes up, not immediately just want to find Syl again.
And he decided to axe.
What?
You gotta feel good, like so.
The axe up off the ground and shows you guys the edge.
Ah,
What about the
Is
edge of the
blunt as fuck.
Ah.
so it's a smacker.
Ah.
Done
At least
blunt
it was-
damage to Syl, non-lethal, wouldn't have killed her. Probably.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Almost didn't make it worth knocking him out.
Comet's starting to drag off Melchizedek, by the way.
Of course.
Can I ask him if he wants to serve to help with that?
Nah, I'm okay. I'm used to this.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think I need to go to the infirmary. It feels like a broken rib.
It's a broken rib and a couple other things.
I'll help Syl there, and whenever Gordon is done wash pitting or whatever he's doing, probably collecting people's teeth and blood.
You're not wrong,
Because of course.
but it's not teeth and blood.
Is it other bodily fluids?
Nope.
I'm
Okay,
scared now. Oh, he's
Oh, he's
stealing
probably
stuff.
peddling drugs. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
There
he's
you
the drug
go.
dealer
Now
in
you
the
know what
back.
corner he's in.
Hey, kid, you want some death sticks?
You want my some death sticks.
Anyway, yeah, that crisis has been averted. And those of
Hoorah.
you who are still hanging out, the band is wrapping up now.
Awesome.
Oh,
Hold up.
They play a
Awesome.
couple more songs. Mason just left.
I think he's fixing. Yep, there you go.
So it's
Coming
over. Everyone starts to file out. As the band goes backstage to unwind.
That was fun. Assume I say to no one.
Shax is still behind the counter.
As is Laura.
Oh, I will also send Redden a message over the data pad.
Uh-huh.
That is, Syl knocked out Malkazetic. It was metal as fuck.
Hey, Captain. That's the second time I've beat a Space Marine.
Holy shit, you're right. I almost forgot about that.
Hey, he's still in my prison. God, my body hurts.
Maybe go suplex him sometime. Fucking demigod. Am I right?
You think he's gonna want a round two?
What's up?
You think he's gonna want a round two?
He might. We're gonna have to find out whenever he wakes up.
Mm.
Hopefully Common will be able to calm him down. Tell him it's not worth it.
I just wanna go to sleep.
You can just, go to sleep. It's fine. Does Gordon show up? Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, he would.
Okay, thank God the medic's here.
Thank God the medic's here. Clonk.
Thank the God Emperor.
So, yeah, it's about wrapped up now.
Awesome.
Everyone's filed out, and the band has now actually dragged the cooler out into where everybody was moshing before and are sitting on, like, folding chairs. Just shooting the shit after that.
Awesome.
While some servitors go around and clean the blood off the floors.
Oh,
We're still gonna be okay with the Gordon?
Yeah, he's just patching her up.
Conrad would start heading back, just so you know.
Well, by the time you show up, the band would be in their regular clothes out of the back room and just shooting the shit. Drinking their space booze.
oh no.
The moment that Conrad sees this and she's back in, she's immediately gonna say, but I missed the pants already! It's terrible.
You actually hear Son, like, laugh. As Melis goes red in the face.
So, Mike,
Yep.
that willpower was for alcoholism.
Yep. You're definitely... Well, you can either stick behind the bar and booze up, or go with them. Oh, behind the bar stuff will definitely get you done faster.
Oh god. This is the part where her Rosarius starts flashing as soon as she starts downing stuff.
Ugh.
Staying behind the bar.
Shax will leave you to it.
The good stuff.
So, if nobody else has anything to do, I will time skip the remaining couple days.
Mm-hmm.
We get the conference and also let the Krieg Marines out.
Yeah. So you drop out of warp. You're ahead of Barnabas because, your navigator's much better than his.
Ours has a name and everything.
Yeah.
Right? Not just unnamed navigator choir schmucks. So, you drop out on, you're closest to the Forge world in the system right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh!
Which is not near where you told Barnabas you guys would meet up, which was in front of the Hive world. So,
Oh,
you're
no.
still off course a little bit, but
It'd only take us a few days to burn that way, wouldn't it?
yeah. However, when he appears in system, there's always the option of sending him a message.
Uh-huh.
And being like, plans change, motherfucker.
We landed wrong.
So, will the whole party be there to let the Kriegi boys out, or just Conrad?
Oh, well, I would assume I would be there too.
To no
Yeah.
box.
I just know
My-
that Syl and Laura aren't really aware of the box plan.
Yeah, we aren't, so...
Yeah.
So, Redden and Conrad, are you going to inform them or not? Just want to know. Or would you?
Conrad does in fact inform me. And at some point, like over the next, 2 days we're in warp, she probably just stops by in the garage, looks at Laura's like, oh, by the way, we have like Krieg ghosts
What?
in the NCO lounge. Yeah, they're in a box. And then I think that she'd probably forget to tell Syl until the day of and be like, by the way, we're unboxing some Kriegsmen if you want to come see it.
Okay. Probably on crutches at this.
By the way, in the day that Melchizedek was asleep, like after that, he would wake up and he would ashamedly come over and apologize to you for his actions. They let his temper get the better of him, and he'll try not to let it happen again.
Mike.
No. No.
Oh.
See, I've got to apologize to you. I should have stopped fighting when you came, but instead I chose to pick a fight with you. I apologize, but I hope we're even. You broke quite a few.
Alright, now that that's all cleared up, time to unbox some Kriegsmen.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, odds or evens?
Evens. Always evens.
Never tell
Evens
me
all
the
the time.
odds.
Okay, Laura's
Hmm?
there for the unboxing.
I said never tell me the odds.
Oh. I thought you said never tell me the box. I was like, what?
No, never.
Box on the brain.
Yeah.
All right, what do we get?
Okay, so you all roll up. Redden promptly dissipates the box, and the two Kriegsmen both go, oh, thank God, simultaneously with the same voice.
It worked!
But two people, oh, thank God. Two other people, it worked!
Yes.
So that's a.
Yeah, look at them.
I
You
could
guys
have
know a guy named Malice Jr.?
No, I don't think so. Looks at the black skulled one, shakes his head.
Twitchy ears.
Oh, so do you two happen to be
curious.
the same person or twins or something?
We're twins. The other one goes identical. Genetically modified that way. Our parents were weird.
They're both male?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome to the ship. Welcome to the Apollyon. Barnabas should be coming in system in the next few days. Please hydrate or eat or something. I don't know if you need that.
Seems how we've been stuck in the warp for God knows how long. Hey, what year is it?
M41999.
Oh,
looked
thank
at
God,
Red.
we're not that far off.
That's right, right?
Yeah,
Yay.
that's right.
Yay, we're in the modern Imperium.
Conrad's like, I don't know. We've been time traveling, my dude.
Just make the offhanded joke for now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Twitchy ears.
So,
Oh.
if you're not going to stop them, they're going to go take that suggestion and eat.
Yes. Oh, shit. I'm gonna go ahead and inform, like, all the officers through Apollyon, like, do the normal patch through and just be like, by the way, we have two Kriegsmen. Try not to question it too much.
everybody on this ship has seen so much wacky shit occur that they don't question you anymore.
Oh, does Malice have anything to say to be like, by the way, what inspired you to make that painting?
A dream
Congratulations,
where
dreams
most
are
of my
prophetic. They're on
paintings
the
come
ship now.
from. Huh?
Congratulations, your dreams are prophetic. They're on the ship now.
No, it should have been like, congratulations, dreams do come true.
Fuck you, Redden. I hang up.
Ha ha ha!
So, what's a Krieg? You're telling me that
Imperial Guardsman.
A planet.
Oh. I like their helmets.
They are pretty dope.
Yeah, they're cool.
They were very nice.
As cool as mine.
So,
Also, Mike, I just want to say, out of character, I'm surprised they didn't just, like, spit at Laura under their masks.
One of them probably tried and then was like, ah, fuck. Ah, shit.
you get to guess which one it was.
The white one.
Plot twist.
Anyway.
I don't know. I have a shopping list to go over. If this is like the end of the session, I don't know if it is or not.
I was gonna say, it's up to you guys at this point.
Like, I can go another hour if y'all want to.
I could use some more water, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water too. While
Everyone
we're
who
at
needs
this
to re-up
juncture.
water and shit, do it now. This is the vote. Do we go for the next hour or not?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my water.
Easy, just post yay or nay in the peanut gallery.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm literally unanimous.
Yeah.
Alright, be right back.
Water.
So, Mike, things I need to go over with you real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be spending 10 influence to acquire the Hive Gang, which, by the way, when I talk to you about it, because is this going to include narrative time in which we, like, you know, do our little pass-bys on the world to pick up everything we need and Barnabas jumps in so we can get the plot stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I spend 10 influence to get the Hive Gang, right?
Okay.
I did, earlier in the session, I found a Hive Gang generation tables, and I rolled
Okay.
up on that.
Okay.
Which I guess I could flesh it out in my own time if we could. Well, I could, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You start fleshing out in your head, and tomorrow after work we'll go over it all. But just tell me what you rolled for now so I can at least write that down.
All right.
There we go. Huh?
Significant, well, M39 to M40 founding.
Okay.
Significant strength.
Okay.
Resource focused.
Okay.
I'm back, and I did catch something right before I left. Can we use the, like, Laura's gang knowledge to try and get at least a decent group of gangers instead of just, you know, the piss ants?
That's what we're going over right now. Information and records are like their focus in industry.
Okay.
They tend to be diplomatic, but not soft.
Okay.
They are matriarchal.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Here we
God.
go. Here we go.
That's how Conrad gets in so well with them.
Right?
I'm the new queen bee, bitch, and anyone who doesn't like that will get their heart ripped out by my bitchin' robot hand.
They have a Warcraft leadership, which is to say, you know, the greatest, more strategic warriors tend to be at the top of the totem pole.
Right.
And lastly, they have religious quirks, which means that they have something akin to like either the Imperial Creed or some eccentric faith that they follow,
Right.
which is something that I'm going to have to figure out exactly how that works.
Right. Mull it over tonight, and tomorrow after I get off work, around 7:30 your time is when I'll be on. We can like kind of flesh out the rest, or play off whatever ideas you have.
Okay. But yeah, that's them. The only other things that I wanted to get done was, because we're going to be going to a hive of villainy, I'm going to imagine a multi-key isn't actually something that's going to be that hard to get.
It won't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to spend 20 because it does. Is the rarity going to be any less than normal, or is it still the same?
I would say it'd be one tier easier.
Okay, so it'd be 10 influence instead of 20.
Yeah.
Conrad also wants to pick up a bike for herself, like a motorcycle.
Okay. You can use that with the 10. You can get both with the 10 influence.
Okay. And I think...
Is there a specific type of bike pattern you'd like? Like a civilian model, something military?
It's a civilian model. The one in the book is the Velisic bike.
Okay.
In the core book is the exact model.
Okay. Okay.
The reason that I want it is the plus 20 maneuverability,
Ah.
which gives you a plus 20 whenever you do the check to use it.
Okay.
So
Speaking of which, with the XP I got last session, I did pick up Pilot Groundcraft as well as another plus to my security.
Okay. Fair enough. You had the time to, so.
And I think that's pretty much... Oh, the last thing was that Conrad spends the rest of her influence to fix up her Navy uniform and
Okay.
gives it inspirational iconography, I think is what it's called. It gives me a plus 10 when dealing with Imperials and negative 10 when dealing with anyone else.
Okay. Okay.
So what XP did we get last session?
550, I think.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee I didn't spend it. So
I spent mine on bumping up toughness.
You guys will have more opportunity to spend your XP if you haven't yet.
I haven't spent all of it, so I'm not.
So you will have an opportunity later
Yeah.
next session too, because you'll probably be warp jumping again. But
Oh.
I just wanted to mark down how much I have because I
Yeah.
didn't do that.
so, anybody else
I
be
don't.
making a shopping pass?
Fuck.
Considering
As many grenades.
Technically, you already know.
Okay, 3 people just talked at once. We'll start with
Jason.
technically I already know.
Yeah, because I already asked earlier about the possibilities of. Well, not really the possibility, just needing to justify.
Oh, you're trying to justify a skimmer? Yeah, no, that's going to be a very difficult test. And when I say very difficult, I mean I'm checking the thing right now.
To get an auto carriage, because there is an auto carriage, it's only a rare, but if you want the skimmer variant, it's unique. Which
Yeah.
is, say, a negative 60. Because I'm already in the the vehicle section. You could
Negative
get a fucking
60.
you could get us a Chimera for cheaper.
I would a Chimera would be useful though, to be honest. Oh god, Apollyon would just make another God damn it, no.
Another friend.
Basically, I have to bring us back and then ask Uncle E for another blank check.
Be like, so listen.
So, my shopping list is already... I think you already have my implant shopping list, at least.
Yeah.
And...
Do we have an Auspex on the ship, by the way, Mike?
Do you mean the little
I mean-
handheld variant or the big one?
Yeah, the handheld variants.
You have dozens.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You have enough, you could fit everyone in your squad, and then a second squad with Auspex.
So... I didn't really think that hard.
By the way, just to let you guys know about this, your influence won't be gone forever. Like, once you start doing another couple missions, it'll bounce back up.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's worth going ahead and actually spending it.
Yeah.
So, Mike, is that a 10 total or 10 per?
10 for all of it. Since you're
Okay.
using your influence, you'll be able to get everything.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely.
What are you trying to get, Sil?
Ammo.
Yeah.
Do you want special M?
Well, I mean, I wanted ammo for the grenade launcher and ammo for the Astartes rifle.
Well, the grenade
Uh,
launcher just uses grenades from the table, like from the item grenades. So you can,
Yeah.
just grab a bunch of those really easily. It's the Astartes sniper ammo I think you'd need the influence for. Because that's hella rare.
And
Yeah,
then
because
that
what it'll
thing
come
you
down to is
suggested,
that.
Mike,
Say again, I'm sorry?
was that thing you suggested, Mike, is that going to be more than 10?
I would say, no, it'd be the same.
Okay, so I can do both. It seemed like it'd be worth it.
Right, and that would give you Adeptus Ministorum.
Ministorum?
Or fucking...
Administratum.
Administratum.
Administratum, thank you, fuck.
Okay. Is that a talent or a skill?
I know that I'm gonna need to
Yeah,
need
it's
to
a
get hotshot packs for the long lays, cause that's what it fucking uses instead of regular las packs. Joy.
Yep.
That's not how that works, Sterling.
I'm pretty sure it just would use regular las
game
pack.
mechanics are different from the lore. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Never
You
mind.
can have a sniper. You can have a long las that doesn't use hot shot.
But using hotshot would make it a lot more sniper-like.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you get one shot. You reload.
Yeah. Not to mention you'd be, firing a hyper mega long last shot, basically.
I'm still gonna get some of those.
That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, punch a hole
You
straight
could get
through
a
an
hot shot
Astartes
las
helmet.
gun.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
You could get
good.
But then you have to carry a bulky power pack. Oh,
Hold on.
Yeah, the hotshot las gun's the one that does come with the power pack. I'm 90% sure of that.
yeah, they're called hell guns for a reason.
Yeah, come with a 10 kilogram power back.
Yeah.
Pack back power source. Jesus Christ.
Yes. So,
The big thing is that they have 7 pen,
yeah.
which for infantry-based weapons is fucking insane.
That's fucking insane.
I think that would be something for Syl, honestly.
Heavy
What?
weapons group.
A hell gun. Or a hotshot las gun.
No, that's just where somewhere along the line you guys met steal a squad of stormtroopers.
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
mean, I still have the Frankenshot somewhere.
Oh,
You
Christ.
do.
We still have the fucking Hellfire tube somewhere. Because we never had to use them on Tyranids.
She's right.
Hmm.
I feel sorry for anyone who gets close to you with armor.
Right?
Let's see.
Also to ask, because I think I have at least 10 left, and I don't know how much Sil would have left.
None.
None?
Yeah, I spent all of mine getting Astartes ammo and the Administratum.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Unless we're supposed to have more than 20, but I don't think.
Yeah, I said you guys all had 40.
Oh, then I've got 20 left.
Can I pull my last 10 with her in order to get her Inferno shells?
Sure, if you want to.
I still have I still have the souped up Inferno shells, don't I?
Yeah, but you only have enough for one tube load in your shotgun.
So that would be, just to be sure I got this right, with 30, that would be enough to get her one reload for the sniper rifle Inferno.
It would get her 2 full reloads for both, just because you're spending influence.
Okay.
Because influence is
Yeah.
supposed to be you don't have to, you can get the rare things without having to make a hellish 60 roll.
Okay. So yeah, in that
So-
case,
Yeah.
you get if you have the Inferno loaded into the bolt weapons, they now have the flame quality.
So that's 2 full Ferno reloads and 1 for the normal ammo?
2 for both.
Okay.
Just because, again, you're spending your influence. So you're actually trawling your channels to get the thing you want.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have figured out what I would like that isn't a skimmer.
Good. Because I would make you roll for that.
Okay, so it's actually 2 things. The photo visors / contacts and the prescience goggles.
Oh, presets.
Those will be
Yeah.
useful.
Okay. I'd say, like, 30 for both.
30 for both.
Just because the goggles aren't too hard to come by, but the lenses are actually super rare.
Yeah, but to make these specifications now, for the photo visors, I want to get like the contacts variant.
So
And
if you
then-
want to get contacts of both, it'll wipe out your influence.
No. The photo visors, I want the contacts variants, and the prescience goggles. It says I can get a variant that's like glasses.
Okay, then yeah, it would still wipe out all your influence, because those are super rare technologies.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine with me.
And involved a sketchy deal with Melchizedek.
Oh no, what do I owe him?
Your left spleen.
No,
So
wait.
let's see. I'm looking through stuff.
Now here's the
Shit.
thing, right? Is the fact that instead of taking your spleen, he actually just takes half of yours and half of Lumen's.
That's
Right?
because that's how that works, right?
I mean, he
Yeah.
can figure it out.
Technically, if he gets the right pieces. Oof.
Alright. So for you, Laura, you want to get your your implants, right?
Implants, like, and since we actually are near a forge world, mechadendrite.
Okay. Well, it would take a side trip for you to go over there, as you guys are passing the hive world. But while you're on the hive world, you can pick up the combi tool and the stock, or the combi tool that you wanted.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Right out the gate, honestly, I can't think of anything, like...
Well, you guys will have some time next session to mull it over too. You're not gonna immediately hop out at the beginning of next session.
Okay. So we've got a bit of narrative time to work with between now and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what everyone wanted the last hour for, to buy things.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know if you had anything else planned or.
No, it's fine. I knew that this is what kind of was going to happen. Not quite this, but
Something.
You know,
Yeah.
I know what else I want to try and grab.
okay.
I'm about to get told no, but they're only scarce, so
But
it's a stummer field.
no.
Oh. Yeah, no, that shit's
No.
broken.
No. Just to let you all know, force fields is where I draw the line.
It's not a force
Yeah.
field.
It's not a force. No, the thing is, the reason that we're not giving you a Stummerfield, Sterling, is the fact you add that plus Chameleon Cloak and you have over 100 stealth. And that's a
Yeah.
character who's not built for it.
Either way, like power fields and like the stummer field too, I guess, and the like. Yeah, no. That shit's just too broken.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The
I
thing
had
is-
to ask.
Yeah, to let you know, Mike, Summerfields give you a +20 on top of your stealth checks because they mute sound around you.
Right.
Now,
And you combine that with the the Cameline cloak, and if you're standing still, that's a +50.
now they do have the flaw though that it's an AoE silencing. So if if you get close enough to someone, like if you get within 20 meters of someone, they lose sound too. They know what's up.
So
I'm
we
still
got-
not letting you have
I know.
100 fucking stealth.
I know.
I'm the stealth character of the party, and I still don't.
I also have stealth, but
I think everyone has stealth at this point.
hear me out, right? We get a massively powered down one of those where it's basically a helmet. Put it on a Lervian's head.
Never see
It
him
works
ever
until he
again.
dematerializes.
Yeah.
We'd never see Lurvian ever again.
Make it sound like
Put
it's
it
a
on
bad
the-
thing.
I'll have you know that Conrad likes a Lurvian. I appreciate his company.
Then we put it on Conrad's, but only when she's being grumpy.
Yeah.
She's like,
I mean, let's see.
Uh,
Other options are web grenades.
I still have some of those.
Oh, you
I have
do?
one of those.
Okay, you still have one of those. Never mind.
Give it to Syl.
You know what? Yeah,
I mean,
web
it's not a
grenades
bad
would be
idea.
great for Syl. No,
Just
I
that's how she'd
know.
arrest people on the ship ever since she found out what they were.
I remember what I wanted to get a while ago, and I failed to get it.
And that was...
Remember when I wanted an autocannon for glory?
Yeah. Again, you'll have to spend your influence when you get to the Forge world. You guys are passing by the Hive world right now.
Yeah. I figured. But get an extra autocannon for God Killer.
More autocannon. Just replace all the fucking heavy bolters.
That
That
would be that would be hilarious, but impractical.
Oh.
Maybe.
It hasn't been.
You know what? Totally not tech heresy. Just have a gunner coke shield gun. Not have a driver coke shield autocannon. Totally not tech heresy.
Still hasn't been to see her tank in a
No, she hasn't.
Oh no.
Still is very sad she hasn't seen.
Sila's gonna go see her tank.
Still wants to go see her. I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh no.
interrupting.
So if everyone's done their buying for now, except
so.
Sterling, because Sterling needs to go to the Forge world to get what he needs,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, you'll have the narrative time of Barnabas getting his fat ass here.
Wait, while
Which
I'm
gives... Yeah? Yeah?
if we're passing by a hive world, we have to pick up the local booze.
Well, you're not exactly passing by there.
You know
It's
what I
just
mean.
that that's where Barnabas is going to pop out to, so you will be holding there.
You know what I mean. Because every hive world has a different take on it.
By the way, I will say that while we wait, Conrad will probably... Is there anything I can roll for Conrad to see if she can get a lay of the land on what's like, the basic feel of Constance? Is that the name of the hive world, by the way? Or is it named something different?
They're Constance Prime, Secundaris, and Tertius.
Okay. Constance Prime is the hive world, I imagine.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can roll to get a general feel of what's the political landscape down there like?
Do you have Mechanatus rep?
I do. I have Pure Mechanicus too.
Because the Mechanicus control all of the politics in this little section, so that's who you'd be primarily dealing with.
So it's very much a matter of the fact. Do the Mechanicus have like orbitals on Prime?
Not a crazy amount.
Are they on the ground?
Yeah. Most of the
Okay.
stuff they actually have orbiting is communication sets and the like to communicate with the Forge world.
Okay.
Alright. Is it... Pure Mechanicus is finally going to come in handy. Even...
Do's it.
Pure Mechanicus charm!
Boop. 62, I think that's a pass.
Oh, that's a pass.
Well, it's not hard to get a lay of the land. Basically, what's happening is the Mechanicus is got a stranglehold on the technology in the area, and they're using it to kind of dominate this little section of space as their own.
Right.
Is it a
Using the hive world to supply bodies and the agri world to supply food. There's also an asteroid belt on the very edge of the system where they gather a lot of their materials.
Good, good. Is it a particular subcult of Mechanicus, or is it just bog standard?
It's pretty much bog standard, but they've been out here long enough that they kind of have their own little warped sensibilities.
Delightful.
Which is mostly revolving around using fleshlings for their bidding.
Oh, they're...
So they don't believe in servitoring everything.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Okay, they're those.
They
That's
actually use their stranglehold on technology to play the big players in the system against each other, keeping them off the Mechanicus's back.
Wonderful.
So basically, Prime is nothing but. Do they have actual noble houses on Prime, or are they just gangers by a different name?
There is a noble house, but it's only got a single family member now.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yes. And this family member is not but a child at this point.
Oof.
Yeah.
And that's technically the planetary governor?
Yeah, and that's how the Mechanicus are controlling everything. They have a advisor in his court.
Puppet King.
Yeah, essentially.
Ain't it wonderful?
How do the people of Prime feel about that, if anything?
The Mechanicus may be playing the big players against each other, but they're not brutal.
Okay.
People stay supplied. They're not starving. They're not luxurious lifestyles either, but everybody can continue on living their own lives as long as they fill their work quotas.
Which,
Okay.
it's a hive world. Manufactoria are gonna be kind of hellish, but it's better than the alternative.
The alternatives, you get shipped off to the Forge world where you have no civil liberties and they work you till you die and then turn you into a servitor.
Yep.
So you can work after you die.
Yes. But they try to stay away from making servitors of the Primaris population because that is where they recruit many of their new Mechanicus members.
And they don't want to discourage people from thinking that they're evil.
Yes.
Last question that Conrad really cares about. Does the Administratum have any kind of real presence, or the Ministorum?
They both tried to make footholds in the past, but they haven't really got any far. The Administratum has what is essentially an office, but it's all but hollow. Not many people
So
working
they-
there.
Are they able to raise regiments that we are able to find?
Theoretically, yes.
But it's like written in it to where it's like emergency, the planet's in the way of the war kind of thing. They have loopholes to get out of being conscripted.
Yes. As
Okay.
well as since it's a Mechanatus recruiting world, they get extra,
Leeway.
So it would come down to the fact that if anything, these guys go to Skitarii.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, repeat that?
I was asking if anything, they would go for Skitarii, basically.
Yeah.
And the Ministorum's the same thing, basically. They don't really get much.
They don't have anything.
The
Okay.
entire planet
They
is
have
cult
a
Mechanicus.
single- They have a single church.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
that
love it.
church is surrounded by cult Mechanicus churches, so...
Because, of course, they got to flex.
Flexy flex.
Gotta flex that synth muscle.
Can't wait till the real flex bot arrives.
Oh god, I'm scared.
Gun rack.
Just gonna find Gun Rack, except he's been integrated into an Imperator class Titan.
Oh god.
Because that works somehow.
Don't worry, you find out that Gun Rack is just a shard of Igor.
Oh god.
So, nobody else has anything they'd like to do, or?
I mean, Conrad's obviously going to be going down to Prime to have a conversation with this fucking gang, but that's a whole nother bag of beans.
Yeah. I just wanted you to roll that now, and tomorrow, I think, is probably when we'll do the whole recruitment thing.
You want me to roll it now, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, we'll flesh it all out tomorrow, so...
But besides,
For the record, before you hit that... that works. I was gonna say before you hit the roll. Moral support.
I can't.
I was gonna say moral support and Laura knowing how to navigate gangs. Helping. But that
Conrad
works.
has friends.
There's no need. Conrad's scary enough.
Apparently.
The power of leather.
Hmm.
This is
Leather
why
and a very scary cybernetic arm.
This is why we've been trying to master the mercenary look for so long. We knew it would come in handy.
Right.
We
So,
also have a kick-ass motorcycle. So,
nothing else, right? I can continue now?
Yes.
yeah, basically.
Okay. So, about half a day passes, and Barnabas is in the system now. He made the same goof, and he's by the Forge World.
Of course he is.
Well, actually, it's more like between the Forge World and the Agri World right now.
I'm going to tell the comms officers on the bridge that if he tries to contact us, don't mention anything about us coming onto the Forge World. We were here the whole time.
Yeah.
He's the one who fucked up, not us. Did we get any kind of tight beam communication from him?
You do. Basically asking if he should head toward you.
This is probably the best idea. Because, I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay. So again, it'll take another half day for him to get there, so another full day will have passed.
I'm.
Barnabas arrived.
And Barnabas arrives with the monocular, yes.
And the contact.
So, he, by the way, is kind of stuck between staying on the ships between, like, their downtime or booking a place on the planet.
I do also, at this point, now that he's close enough, I would like to send him some more, comms that basically explain. By the way, we have some Kriegsmen who know austere.
Oh?
Yeah, apparently they got, sucked into the warp.
Oh, no.
I will say that it's at this point that I do just look him dead in the eyes and be like, why do you say that?
I was an asshole when I was possessed.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did Kairos do?
Flung them into the warp when he couldn't possess either of them.
I recommend you get some kind of apology bouquet ready.
Please don't send them over.
But they know my sister. Can you send Austere over? How about that?
Okay, good. Then they won't shoot me.
So Austere is going to be shipped over to us?
Yeah, when they get within range.
Okay. I'm going to inform the Kriegsman that I've made contact with Barnabas. He is paranoid that you two would shoot him. Is that true?
Probably would have tried.
I will inform them both that he was technically possessed at the time, so try not to hold it too much against him. He's much more mellow. He lost his girlfriend and everything over it. You know, he lost that bad boy persona he had going.
Right.
But anyway, Austere is going to be sent to us.
Okay.
I'm sure I got.
Thank you.
Did you not want to meet her again?
We do.
Excellent. Do you want something else out of me?
No. Well, one thing.
Hit me.
Could you maybe induct us as agents so that Barnabas doesn't try?
What's your skill sets? Besides Mr. Infiltrator over there, I nod at the black one.
I was trained to be a leader of men.
Hence the I stand out like a sore thumb. So the enemy knows
Also,
exactly who to shoot.
if we can, we'd like to try to connect back with our regiments. Maybe, just maybe, if we could, with inquisitorial authority, we might be able to at least pull a couple squads from it.
I want their number. Give me the names and numbers, please.
Sure, we'll get them to you.
As soon as, whenever, just so you know, Mike, as soon as they get those to me, I would like to go to, oh god, I can't remember his name. Our astropathic boy.
Stark.
And basically, I just go to Stark, and whichever way this has to get done, basically, you know, get the astropathic message down the line all the way up to the Administratum capital of the subsector.
Right.
That way they can search through their records for where that regiment is on the war front. Which may or may not take months, so.
May or may not.
And with that out the way, that's all Conrad needs to do, basically. Just gotta wait now for Austere to show up on the ship. Also tell everybody that my sister's coming over again.
Oh, awesome.
Yay!
Make it sound like a problem.
It may or may not be. She might shoot somebody.
And let's see.
She's
Laura's
related to me, remember that.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go. I'm also gonna break into Malice's room at this point
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Have you ever met my sister?
You have a sister?
I have a sister. Would you like to meet my sister?"
Okay, I guess.
Excellent. We're gonna walk out the room.
Mike. Time for
Uh-huh.
Die of Fate to see what Laura does for.
You have the
86.
misfortune of... Huh?
86. I just said it. Remember.
Oh no. Misfortune. Oh no.
Misfortune. Of running into, Mr. Galatinas. Sorry. Had to get a second to get his name back in my notes.
Why is that misfortune?
Because,
I'm a little scared now.
no, he tells you he had a great time the other night, and would be pleased to do it again. As he
Oh.
passes by you.
Oh,
Oh.
You banged when you were drunk.
You know,
sounds like a date.
gonna look after him as he goes. I might have to do that. I actually want to remember that one. Wait, no wait. Roll to remember. Oh god.
Blank. You got nothing.
You know, I am gonna have to do that again because I want to know how that was.
Alright. I'm just going to get a drink of water while Barnabas comes over, but for all intents and purposes, you guys will be meeting up in one of the 2 briefing rooms, I guess, right?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
So you're all going to be walking over there to meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a yawn?
Or just a really deep
Yeah.
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 Or were you?
Did Conrad wear her new captain's outfit?
What?
Did Conrad wear her new captain's outfit?
Yeah.
No.
It actually fits her now?
Yes.
I'd like to think that you'd like be in the mercenary leathers to get ready to do the recruitment, and you're like, oh shit.
My sister. She can't know that I'm this punk.
So yeah, you can have time to switch into that if you wish.
I do so.
And everyone meets up with the twins in Austere in the briefing room.
Oh.
Austere walks in wearing her armor, by the way.
Of course she does.
And she's got a new sword slung across her back.
Oh, is it a power tool?
It is a power sword.
How?
And y'all roll me an intelligence check.
Oh
Sure.
no.
I can do that.
Oh.
Oh, look at Redden. He's like, I know what that is.
Okay, Redden gets it.
Conrad doesn't know what that is.
Still just barely doesn't know what that is.
Okay, you guys remember Barnabas's original boss?
Yep.
You remember how he had like the lightning warp powers and the big 2-handed power sword?
Oh, it's that.
Oh.
It's that power sword.
Oh no.
Does Redden tell us all this?
No. It's like.
Like, I wouldn't have known it anyway because I don't think Laura ever actually saw that.
I believe you guys all met him. Like, anyway. Doesn't matter. It's his old sword. Looted from his dead corpse. Anyway.
I was going to say, did he die?
Yeah.
They got
He was on the Tyranid world with Barnabas. It was their mission together.
The list of people I need to kill keeps getting shorter.
That's
haven't
okay.
even
There's
done-
lots of room for it to get bigger.
There's
Plus,
room
there's
for improvement.
there's Alervian's list. Anyway, Austere actually doesn't recognize them.
Aster doesn't recognize them?
Yeah, she kind of looks really confused, like, what is this? Are her own words.
I'm going to be like, they claim to have known you, and I'm going to look at them very confused.
So they get up, right? One walks over to the other, and the one with the black mask pretends to like wrap his hands around the white one's throat, and Austere goes, "Oh!" like it clicked in her head.
Uh-huh.
What?
Okay, long story short, Barnabas used to be an asshole. On my first mission, we met these guys. They were some planetary governor's personal bodyguard. To make a long story short, Barnabas mind-controlled them and made them try to kill each other.
Oh.
Classic Barney.
I'm glad that's one power he doesn't use very often anymore.
Anyway, yes, they wanted to meet you again, so I decided to oblige. And of course, I don't mind seeing my own sister every now and again.
Right. Barnabas wants to know what the game plan is.
The game plan is we find the nearest place that's on fire and stop it from dying. Which is to say that we need to find a problem, first of all, and I don't really have networks that, span the system or anything like that. I hope he did. I
Well,
suppose we just started calling up ourselves.
even if he doesn't, the monocular is more than capable of gathering any information we might need. It's its purpose, after all.
So yes, I
So-
suppose we start sniffing around for trouble, as it were.
I'll go
building the
get the intel chief to start trawling networks.
Appreciate it.
So, with that, I think, ladies and gents, this is where I'm going to end it. Unless anyone else has something they want to get done.
I want to know if the twins want to be called something besides monochrome.
They've spent so long in the warp because the warp has indeterminate amounts of time. They think they spent roughly 100 years there.
Is
So,
monochrome cool?
so monochrome actually works pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, you're mono and you're chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No.
I think that's it. Oh, actually, yeah, there is one last thing. Secretly, at some point before Austere leaves, I'm going to ask her if she noticed Malice. And then give her the brief description of Malice and, basically be like on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you think?
I mean, I suppose he could be fun if he knew what he was doing.
He doesn't.
Oh. I don't know. If he doesn't, maybe a 4?
Could nod in agreement. Anyway, go ahead. Goodbye. Sorry.
Right.
One last thing, because I don't want to make a scene out of it. Sil's gonna go pass out in Medea's room.
Yeah.
'cause
You know, that
she's
has to be.
injured.
Go ahead, Nathan. I'm sorry.
Nah, she's injured.
I fully just believe it's that case of you go up to Medea's bed and she's actually in it, like resting from after warp travel. And you just start to tilt slowly forward and just wreck into her.
Fully armored.
No.
Nah.
If it was fully armored, I think she'd bad things.
Yeah, no, I was joking.
No, Annihilation has the courtesy to despawn when she wants to flop into bed, usually. Unless she's sleeping on her desk, in which case.
Straight through.
Anyway, if that is it for everybody, then this is where I will call it.
Okay.
So, Mike,
One moment. I just would like Sterling to close the stream.